Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Doodle stream, where every Friday here on Twitch and YouTube, we spend 3 hours together while I attempt to doodle out your ideas and suggestions from the chat. Before we dive into doodles for today, I'd like to remind you guys where you can find me outside of our time here together. Check out my website, KevinAHinkle.com, or across social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle. If you'd like to see just my work as a freelance artist, maybe not as many personal photos, join me at MrHinkleDraws on your favorite social media platform, where I do share my artwork almost every single day. If it's within your means, please consider supporting my work on Patreon. Patreon helps content creators all across the globe by providing a platform for their fans to pledge continuous financial support. Tiers are as low as $1 a month and max out at $20, all with various rewards, exclusive content, polls, and discounts for purchasing my artwork online. All the names you see on the screen right now are currently pledging their support. I want to thank them again, as I do in all videos and all live streams. One of the rewards for being a patron is a shout out during all the video content I produce. So thank you guys very, very much. If you would like some details about my Patreon, the link should be right there on the bottom. Head over to patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws for information about that. And also, I know I've been alluding to this for some time, but I am launching a total revamp of my Patreon page. Hopefully November 1st. And I've got a lot of awesome stuff cooked up. I've been planning for months, launching a bunch of content and also a lot of real life goodies and rewards. I know that is like usually the trigger. It's like, like actual tangible things in the mail. I know that is usually really, really of interest to people. And I've got a lot of that stuff. So stay tuned. Nothing changes until then. I will say probably the only thing that I give you guys a heads up on is the exclusive piece of artwork. If you currently pledge at the $5 tier, I draw you something and I mail it to you. That's actually switching to the $10 tier. So just so you know, anybody that pops into my Patreon page right now at the $5 tier, it will totally get all the rewards that you have before. No changes to that. And if that was something you were interested in, you might want to hop on it before that changes to $10 in November 1st. So thank you guys again for your awesome support. I appreciate that. We don't need this anymore. There we go. And hello to everybody who's already here. We got a ton of people already in the chat. Will Harper, hello. Hawkeye Lego Man, hello. Fazoom, Golden Light Pictures. Funny Figs, what's up, Ray? CC is here. Pink Wheels 3. Am I missing anybody else? Brix is just here. Hello. MJ Sweet 130 over on Twitch. Appreciate that. Brian is here. What's up, Brian? I said Golden Light Pictures. Hello again, Golden Light Pictures. Let's see. Rolf Turcata. Hello. Hello, everybody. And yes, today is our theme is yellow. So that's going to mean whatever that's going to mean. And I do want to, before I ramble on too much, I do want to welcome in my buddy Ken to the stream. What's up, Ken?
Hey, how's everyone doing? Good to see you.
Ken is my chat moderating veteran.
Yep.
He's done it more than anybody. He's a pro at this point, and he's just going to help me take care of you guys, make sure that the chat isn't too ignored today. And he's also an expert at collecting your suggestions and ideas. So feel free to throw those in the chat at any time. Ken is always looking.
And they're already rolling in hot and heavy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah. So before I dive into that, there was a couple unique things, not the normal standard rigmarole that I wanted to talk about. I'll mindlessly doodle while I talk. So a couple things. If you follow me on social media, you will have seen that I have been teasing out a wave of Super Mario themed stickers over the last 9 days. Of course, Mario is the last one. Mario has not been seen yet. But if you didn't catch on to it by now, then I don't know, maybe I'm really bad at marketing or just bad at drawing. But they are in. All the stickers have been delivered. So I've got the stickers. They should go up on Etsy this weekend. That's the plan. So if that was something you were interested in, make sure you check that out. I would appreciate it as always. So Mario stickers are going to be there. This is my Mario. Really, really crude Mario. And then, yeah, the other thing I want, this is the sneak peek of Mario. Exactly, CC, that you got it. How did you know? The other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, because I know a lot of you guys support a lot of my content and maybe not just necessarily the stream. So I know a lot of you guys join me over on the brick building stream that I host every Tuesday evening. And just in case you guys hadn't seen, I have announced that I have discontinued that. So I just want to make sure everybody here also gets equal notice that those are done. Those are finished. And I also wanted to just address it real quick before we start drawing in case anybody pops in. Just, if people are asking, you guys can say, hey, yep, Kevin talked about it at the beginning of the stream. If you want to rewind and listen to that for a bit, you can, just to catch everybody up. But yes, the brick building streams on Tuesday evening, if you haven't heard, those are done. I think I was pretty clear in my reasoning for it online, and I did send a email to all the people that are on my email invite list. But I mean, it really just kind of came down to the conversation, I don't know what you want to call it, the environment, the discussion was just really negative. It was really negative, and I was, to be honest, I was sick of it. So I tried as much as I could to get people to respect my wishes, to have a very positive, family friendly. I don't ever know who's watching my stuff, and I know that there are kids. I mean, I actually know for a fact that sometimes my nieces and nephews back in Texas watch my stuff. And so I try, say, hey guys, if you'd be so kind, please don't cuss on my streams. And I don't think I've had a stream yet where people have not cussed on my streams. So
yeah, and I've seen a couple of different comments saying, "Oh, you could have done this, you could have done that." But honestly, I would have done the exact same thing. I am a no drama in my life attitude, and
yeah, like this.
It's the easiest way to go. Is just to cut it, and that's I would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, and Golden Light Pictures, negativity with Lego. How did that happen?
Yeah.
As like, Ken, just like you said, I've seen some comments. I've overheard some chatter about people talking about it, like, oh, why did Kevin do that, and this and there. For my sake, if you guys would do me the favor of don't try to sit there and point fingers at other people. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't want it's my program. It's my show. It's my content. And I wasn't liking how it was impacting my brand, because this is my brand, guys. This is my business. This is what I do for a living. It was impacting that in a bad way. But it was not by any means. This is really, really important to me. It was not one person's mess up. It was not. And it was not two, and it wasn't three. I had numerous, I'm talking probably 15 to 20 people on the quote troublemaker list over the course of 3 weeks. And, three, unfortunately, hey, they have a reason. They say 3 strikes and you're out, right? Like I was like, hey, and also, I also want to be clear that everybody was given the benefit of the doubt. Everybody was given second chances and third chances. And whenever things were kind of a little out of control, I did take the extra steps to reach out to those people privately, personally, and tell them, hey, I know you did this. I didn't appreciate you doing that. Could you please not do that again next time? Every single time over the last month. And all of those people chose to not care. So, hey, that's fine. Kevin will take his toys and play with them somewhere else.
And the real takeaway here is when you're on someone else's stream, play by their rules.
It's not, I don't even have, I don't even
have, you don't have rules, but yeah, it's just, follow the etiquette of the stream. It's not your stream. So
exactly. Let me start, and we can get all into this now, but let me start drawing.
I dropped a whole bunch of requests into the chat for you, into the private chat.
Yeah.
I know one of your other chat readers was throwing like timestamps in there. Would that help you out?
Oh, that did because eventually when the chat starts like really kicking up, and then it makes it easy for me to find it real fast, and then I can show it on the screen. That does help.
See, and I that must be coming from the StreamYard comment side because I never see those. I never see because like on the YouTube and Twitch, I usually watch YouTube and Twitch, and they don't have timestamps on those.
Yeah, because it throws it in here.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me find one of these, and I can start drawing it. I think I saw SpongeBob somewhere, and I'm always down to draw SpongeBob.
Yep. So that's Jigglepuff, who also apparently has a birthday, either today or very soon, because he wants a birthday cake.
Wait, what's up, Puff? And happy birthday.
Maybe we can draw a SpongeBob birthday cake and do a 2-for-1.
Oh, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. So yeah, let me do this. But yeah, I mean, that was it. I just wanted to just in case people didn't see the announcement, and I am sorry that anybody who enjoyed the program will not get to see it anymore. But as I said, there are a lot of options. So if you're like desperate for Lego streaming content, you can find something. The audio is really garbled. Is it bad? Can you hear me?
It sounds great to me. I haven't noticed anything at all.
Okay. Yeah, let me know if it's not good. And what's up, Black Six? But yeah, so yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of options if you'd like to, find something else you want to watch. And yeah, I really wish it was kind of a 1 or 2 person thing, because I would have just, I'll just boot that person off the list and we'll move on. But too many people, too many times, and really the thing that bothered me actually the most is that I had so many streams where I had people get so uncomfortable because of the discussion or whatever, they just immediately boot themselves out of the stream. I know you guys have all seen it over and over again. And that reflects on me, and that really upsets me. So I was kind of done with that. I was like, I don't like making people feel uncomfortable in something I do. So
there's plenty of streams that I don't attend because I just don't care for the conversation or the content.
Yeah.
And, so they have plenty of other subscribers that enjoy their content. So, I mean, they're not really losing anything. It's just, I'll go do something else. I don't mind.
Exactly.
There's always MASH episodes to watch.
CC, I'm an influencer. I started a precedent with the timestamp. Were you the first person, CC? Yeah, that was.
It's a great idea. That was
really good innovation. All right, let me actually, I started to draw SpongeBob and I wasn't looking at a picture of him, and I feel like I'm maybe drawing his legs stupidly, but maybe I'm not. I guess that is how it looks.
Yeah, except down, that looks about right to me. I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing is that his pants, like these are more like his shoulders, because his pants are just like cylinders. His shoulders have like the beveled edge kind of thing going on. What's up, John?
Now I'm trying to go back and find the timestamps for the comments I already saved.
Oh, it's fine. It's all right.
No, it's. I mean, just might as well just throw in my notes while I can.
Yeah, it helps to like find them quickly to throw them on the screen. That's
absolutely what it does. Absolutely.
I was like, oh, there we go.
And then you can quickly see like, oh nope, that's scrolled off the top.
Yeah, there's a couple that when Chris was helping me out a week or 2 ago, there was like that time no longer exists in this chat. So.
Yep. All right, I got them all. So now I got to see who's requested what.
He looks like a TV with legs. Yeah. What's up, Raptus? On Twitch, hello there, everyone. I am here in Twitch land. Appreciate that. Appreciate all my folks over in Twitch. We are streaming to both platforms as per usual, and I am not ignoring either, regardless of what any of you say. I am not ignoring either.
So yeah, Jigglepuff says, "Oh my God, yes, I would love a SpongeBob birthday cake."
Yeah, right now it's just SpongeBob, but I'll adjust it.
Gotta start somewhere.
Exactly.
Oh.
Get the
not what I expected.
The eyelashes. So yeah, I went with a color. I don't know if you guys remember because it was so long ago. But when we first started doing themed episodes, it was episode 30. And that was 10 episodes ago. And our first theme was green. And I thought that was like a really kind of loose theme to keep it open for the first time, get people used to it. That's my dogs, if you're wondering. And I figured now that we're 10 episodes in, even number. Sorry, I don't know what they're going off about upstairs.
Yeah, my dog's actually quiet for a minute.
Yeah, I have Chihuahuas. They bark at leaves.
Yeah.
But I figured I'd do another color again, and I think that might be a fun little, like, every 10 episodes, pick another color, right? Like, that might be a fun little thing to do. So that's why I went with yellow, we're 10 episodes into theming, and I thought that might be a fun thing to do. So, yeah, anything you guys have that's yellow, it's just yellow, Raptus. That's it. It can be a character that's yellow. I mean, that's usually what people do is a character that's yellow, but, I mean, it could be anything.
Nope, Funny Figs, you are the first to suggest a submarine, and it is now saved. Your suggestion is locked in.
Your suggestion has been accepted.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going on about. Maybe the mailman dropped something off.
Oh, Yellow Brick Road, that's a good one.
I was going to have him, like, sitting down, and then, like, him sitting down is the cake. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I guess if he was like laying down and the candlestick on the top, it almost looked like he's deceased or something.
Well, I was thinking about have that like classic dandelion, like all the old Looney Tunes that have like the one white flower in their hands,
Right.
I was kind of thinking of like how like Lego did the building model of SpongeBob. He was like sitting down with his hands, like trying to compact his shape, right? And I figure like if someone's making a cake, either he's just going to be flat down, or it would be like this where they compact the shape somehow. That's kind of what I was going for. I don't know. It's our first doodle.
Yeah.
It's our first doodle.
The requests are flying in, so I'm putting them in my little log, and then I'll copy them over to your side in a second here. No, Golden Light, I save all suggestions that sound like legitimate suggestions. And if they don't sound like legitimate suggestions, then I Google it, and if I'm still not sure, then it becomes a discussion.
Nice. I like that approach. So I think I'm just going to say happy birthday, Puff. SpongeBob's going to be saying happy birthday, I think.
There you go.
Happy birthday. What's funny is I remember going back. I've talked about this a few times on the stream, but the 100 hours when I went back and watched like all the streams from the beginning, there was actually like 3 or 4 streams in a row where like the first doodle I did was a birthday cake or a slice of birthday cake, because everyone's like, "It's my birthday today. It's my birthday." It's like I'll just draw this every week, I guess. But I forgot about that because. Is
it really everyone's birthday?
I mean, I don't know if they were being sincere. Maybe they were lying. Yep. Yes.
Come on. Do you need more? Sorry. I can. Let's see. Where do we leave off?
Okay. Yeah. Let me pick another one. What's up, Brickhead family? Have you ever made a cake, Mr. Hinkle? Yeah, I made my son a birthday cake a couple days ago.
I have one of those Lego cake molds, the Lego minifigure.
Oh, does it work? I heard that they don't work.
Well, it does. You have to. I think you have to spray it pretty good. I think I Googled it. I'm like, I better look this up. So I think you have to grease it pretty good, and then it does work. I think I had trouble. I think I've done it twice. I don't remember what happened the first time. I think the second time it overflowed, so that was fine because I had a cookie sheet underneath it, and then I was able to just use a knife and cut it flat. And then I think the head separated, and I had to like kind of use the frosting and glue that in.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Big Bird, which is slightly out of the usual for John's suggestions. It's usually much more sinister. But
so yeah, I think overall, like, and I think same thing with the legs, like something separated on them. So I just used the frosting and glued them in, and I mean it wasn't like anything special. It wasn't like a kid's birthday or anything. It was just for us to eat.
It was like, just cake time, right?
Yeah, just cake time. Like, hey, we have this mold. Let's make a cake.
Let's make a cake.
So yeah, that it was fun.
Yeah, good. I mean, I heard a lot of a lot of reports. And actually, to be honest, when I was still worked in Lego retail, we had that, like, that cake mold has been around forever.
Oh yeah.
And they've kind of just re-released it with updated packaging over and over again. And we had so many of those get returned because they just didn't work.
Oh,
like
really?
everything would stick in them. Like they would work really well. Actually, I'll take that back. It worked well for like chocolate. It worked well for like Jello. But when people tried to make cakes in it, it never worked. Like they would always bring them in and want their money back because they said it would just not. It would like no matter what they did, it would never come out of the mold.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I feel like I bought mine fairly recently, so maybe something.
Maybe they fixed it. Maybe, yeah.
Oh yeah, see, this good stuff. Like
is Pluto
I
yellow?
That's I'm like, I guess so. Yeah, he is yellow. So yeah, like Pluto's a good one. I don't know. So like I can see colors. I can differentiate colors, but I just don't remember colors very well. And apparently that's like a male thing.
Oh, interesting.
From what I heard, but like,
I could not have told. If you had asked me what color's Pluto, I would not have been able to tell.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen him in a long time.
Instead, I would have been like, is it still a moon or is it a planet again? I would have been like, what's the current?
No, I mean, I think they're talking about Pluto the dog.
Oh, the dog. I thought you were talking about the planet. That's why I was like,
no.
Pluto's yellow?
Pluto the dog. I don't know what color Pluto is. It's probably bright white because it's just reflecting the sun.
That's so funny. I immediately went to the like.
Yeah.
I did not think at all about the character.
No, I'm pretty sure he's talking about Pluto the dog.
Wow, Kevin, that's interesting. I think it's because I was watching Star Trek this morning, maybe. Like, oh, that person's a regular old astronomer.
Right. Did I already get that one? Oh, no.
Ghost freaking talking. How about Georgie in his yellow raincoat with his arm? Oh.
Raptus is throwing me off because he put the same suggestion but changed the wording. I'm like, wait, is that the same?
Is that different? Is it new?
More clarified.
Oh, I think his head needs to be a little larger. What's up, Rick Studio? Welcome to the stream. So Andrew, I was watching Discovery. So I do not have access to a streaming service to watch that. And that's all I will say about that. But I was finally watching Star Trek Discovery. So I've watched episode 1, 2, and 3. That's it. That is all.
What other show were you talking about?
What?
Well, you said you don't have the streaming service to watch it.
I don't have the streaming service to watch it, but I watched it. That's
Star Trek.
all I will say.
Okay, got it. Copy. I thought you were talking about two different shows.
No.
Because my in-laws are really into. I think they're trying to watch Yellowstone.
Okay. Yep.
I want to say, and I looked everywhere, and I'm like, I have either pay for or have access to like 3 different streaming services.
Yeah.
And my Comcast and my phone has HBO and like all this other stuff, and I can't find it, and it's because it's on like some random, they made their own private streaming service and it's on that.
It's just there's too many. There's too many.
So apparently my next door neighbor can get it, and so my mother-in-law just goes over there, and
I wonder how many people like share with their friends and.
Well, she just watches it on his TV.
Yeah. You think they like track it somehow, or like not to like shut it down, but at least just to like give them some kind of knowledge?
Some metrics.
Like how many people like pay for it and how many people lend it to other folks?
Well, I mean, you're talking about like actual streaming services,
like different streaming services.
I'm sure they can see that like, hey, this account always streams from this IP address and this account always streams from this IP address.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, right? Yeah. I got you. So yeah, when I was using my way to watch Star Trek. I haven't been able to watch the new Star Trek things because I don't have any of the streaming services, but I was like desperate to finally watch Picard. And I did. And I actually 2 Saturdays ago, I think it was 2 Saturdays ago, so I binge watched the entire season in 1 Saturday. And I felt like awful after I did. Because I was like, man, what a day that I've like sat here and literally done nothing Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
ate, you know, like I got up, I moved, I like switched from like, oh, I'll watch this in the kitchen. Now I'll watch this in the bedroom. Now I'll watch this in the living room because it was all on my laptop. So I just kept changing from room to room. But I did it. I watched the whole thing, and I don't know how I feel. Like I was like, I don't know how I felt about this series. It wasn't bad. I don't hate it, but I don't know how I feel about it. And I didn't like the ending. I don't like the ending at all. But now I'm watching Discovery, and I'm actually really digging Discovery. So, yeah. Season 2 drops October 30th. Is that of Picard or what? Are you talking about Mandalorian? Probably. Funny figs. Because yeah, I've seen that too. Also, I do not have Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's. So I did the Disney Plus Hulu combo, but my friend is like, he doesn't do TV at all. Like they don't. I think they own. I think they own one, but they use it for like their security cameras or something. That kind of situation. Like they don't. Basically, in the modern idea of TV, they basically don't own a TV.
Yeah.
And like they just moved, and I've seen their new house, and can't even picture where the TV is at their new place. Like I don't think they even put it up, even set it up. But anyway, so he has Verizon, and with Verizon you can get a year free of Disney Plus, and so he allowed me to use his year free of Disney Plus, so I can give it a try. And then I did pay for the add-on to do Hulu. No, yeah, right. Is that the one they're partnered with?
Well,
the other one, yeah, I think it's Hulu. So, and I haven't used it personally. I think the family uses it, but I watch, like that's how I usually watch MASH. Even though I own all the discs, it's just easier to stream it.
Yeah.
It remembers where I left off, even if it's a middle of episode.
Nice.
And I watch a couple other shows, but then it's like while I'm sorting Lego, it has to be something. Like I enjoy all the other stuff, but I have to actually like I think I've mentioned it on your stream before. Like with the Japanese anime, I have to actually watch it because I have to read it. Or you know, I have to read the subtitles.
Yeah. What's up, Dora Build? Hello.
Can't do that while I'm sorting Lego or whatever. So I usually do something that I've seen before or that I don't really care about, and I can just listen to it. So.
Oh yeah. If it makes you feel better, Kevin, I don't have Disney Plus either. It's just Golden Light Pictures. Yeah.
Which is weird. You'd think with a name like Golden Light Pictures, they have everything.
Yeah, and I mean, I liked, right? I like somebody was saying, like Picard was nice to like. It was pretty to look at, right? Lots of lens flares, lots of. I was like, whoa, we got some J.J. Abrams on up in this show. Lots of lens flares. I'm looking for the next thing to draw here.
Yep, you are up to date as far as I know on your chat.
Okay, cool. Yeah, actually. Speaking of Mario, what's this one here from? Isn't Wario yellow? He is indeed. Golden Light Pictures. Where is that one?
Way to play to the moderator.
Right.
Way to play to the host.
What's up, Jordan Sneed? Where is that? Let me find. Oh, yes.
Don't ask me where it is. I put the timestamp in there.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, the timestamp should be on all the.
Oh, because it's in the mountain time. I was like 8:30.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what happened?
Oh well, see,
it's
there's
fine.
that.
I got it.
Now you got to do math.
It's okay. I did see that. I said 8:30. That's weird. I wonder if like maybe that's like a StreamYard thing. So I didn't even just like register it. All right, let's draw Wario. Oh,
so it's funny. My nephew is visiting, and he went to school like 3 weeks ago, right? Yeah. Well, but he didn't leave. He just started online school, but he goes to school in California. So Colorado, California, there's a 1 hour difference there.
Yeah.
And so he's been learning time zones unintentionally.
Oh wow.
Which I mean, he's traveled enough across the US.
He's ready for the corporate world.
Yeah, he's traveled enough across the US that he, and when he calls home, because he travels with grandparents during the summer. So when he calls home to mom and dad, I'm sure he has gotten an impression in the time zones, but
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna try to
it's
draw this Wario without any reference. I think I can
good luck.
probably pull that off.
You should be able to. I'd hope so.
I used to draw Wario a lot when I was like younger. Like I remember being in elementary school and drawing Wario a lot because I thought he was a really awesome character. It's like he's evil Mario. And he was like he was like the new hotness because like he had just come out in Mario Land 2 on Game Boy.
Oh, gotcha.
So I remember drawing him quite a bit. And yeah. Daily Rick, hello. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I don't remember. But yeah, so what's interesting is, so I did all these, as I was talking about earlier, I did all these like Mario related stickers, which were a lot of fun. I did have a lot of fun doing them. And, you know, they're for the most part, they're cartoon characters. So they're kind of like right there in my wheelhouse and not terribly difficult. And now I have immediately moved on into my Halloween launch of stickers because I just wanted to get it done. That way I'm ready to go October 1st and I can get back to, I need to catch up on a bunch of patron gifts that I haven't done yet. And I've got some commissions that need to be done, but like my mind is with these Halloween things. So I need to get them done so I can get it out of my brain. And it is, oh my goodness, very different than the Mario ones. So like I would bust out maybe one new Mario sticker every day and a half, maybe. So, you know, 10 stickers, like 10 days or so. These are like all like realistic characters from different scary movies and stuff. And I average like 2 to 3 days to get one.
You got Nick excited.
Good. but yeah, it's just like, I mean, I'm still really pleased with the outcome. I'm just like, wow, like they just take a lot more focus. Because the other thing too, of course, is that I'm aiming to have them look like the people that they're supposed to look like, you know?
Absolutely.
So if
MJ Sweet has the same question I have, which is, do the copyright police not care about Mario like Lego does?
Oh, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is that, unfortunately, you know, and believe you me, I have done a ridiculous amount of time into researching fan art, copyright, fair use, and all those things. I've watched 25 TED Talks from lawyers. And his ears are pointed. Look, I almost messed it up. The reality is that if you're a fan artist, you're never really going to be able to 100% do anything without worry.
Right.
You're just not. It's not possible. Unless, of course, you draw your own stuff. But the thing is, the reality is that a vast, vast majority of artists don't gain their followings from their own original work. They gain it from their fan work. That's what they get. And so it's very possible to build up following and demand for your own personal style, your own personal work, but you have to build the audience. And the audience is almost always built on fan art, almost always. Even some of the like big artists that I follow which have been, you know, with Marvel and DC for decades are like just now finally releasing their own stuff, you know, because they've gotten this massive following over the course of 20, 30 years following their work and their style. And people are like, this is cool. So, you know, I've got my own original things. Like Bricks in the Middle is my 100% my own original idea, but Bricks in the Middle doesn't really earn me any income at all. It's just for fun. So yeah, there's absolutely a risk, and it's a risk I have to take. So we'll see.
So we actually have a member in our lug, a new member, in our local Lego user group, who is interested in doing, I forget, he's doing some kind of fan art centered around, he wants to do like, I think he wants to do like a cartoon centered around a character of some kind. I don't think it's Lego related necessarily. But we ended up, I kind of pointed him in your direction, sent him to your website, which has your email on it and everything. So you might get a information request from him. But I will point him to the stream And I marked the time when you were talking about that, so that way I can point him to that and say, hey, look, he talked about it here.
Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's just the reality.
Yeah, well, I mean, you mentioned like the TED Talks and all that other stuff, and so that'll be good for him to circle back on.
Yeah. CC, why is Nintendo okay with fan art, but Lego wants to stop all the fan art sales? I don't know. What's up, Alyssa? Welcome to the chat. Like I said, it kind of all depends. I mean, I'm not saying that by no means am I saying, oh yeah, Nintendo's okay with this, because I'm not. I'm just doing it. And hey, it happens, it happens. It doesn't. And there are, plenty of other people. Of course, one of the things that I got pretty upset about when, I got multiple of my Lego related stuff taken down by Lego is, what do you do when you're angry? You go on Etsy and look and see, well, who else is doing it? And there's hundreds, if not thousands, of other sellers that are selling Lego related artwork. And a lot of it is super egregious. It's like, let's take official artwork that Lego has produced for their film and copy and paste it and sell it as a sticker. Like, I at least draw everything I make. Like, it's all by my own hand. But whatever. I digress.
And the reality is, it's not Lego or Nintendo. It's they're people. They're contractors that are going out there and flagging the content, and that's why when you've gotten flagged on Etsy, it's been so hit or miss, because it's just their contractors Googling, let's find Wario, and like, okay, yep, we're gonna flag that, we're gonna flag that, we're gonna flag that, and sometimes it doesn't show up in the search, and sometimes it does. So, and maybe Nintendo doesn't pay for that service, or maybe they don't care as much, or maybe their people are more focused on other sides of it. And honestly, fan art is like the whole, what is that saying? There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Well, and that's the thing is
giving them free advertising.
Yeah, all of the stuff I've seen, and I've spent a lot of time, because I mean, again, not to beat a dead horse, but I have to. This is how I this is how I feed my children. Yep. It's vitally important for me to understand what the rules of the game are. And so I've spent a lot of time researching this, and virtually every lawyer that I've read an article from, or watched a TED Talk from, or watched a video from, have all said the same thing, which is, yes, can you legally do this? No. Will the company stop you? More than likely, no, because you're actually helping promote their brand.
Yep.
And you're doing more to push them than to push your own thing. And let's be honest, what are most of you doing? Selling 20 things or whatever, whereas they're selling 2.5 million of every SKU. Like, it's totally different thing. But that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not. They're not even online yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll be there this weekend. But as of right now, it literally is just fan art that I posted online, which, type Nintendo into Instagram, and it's like, there are 1.3 million, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we'll see. I'm willing to take the risk. But as I was saying, I typed in Pluto, and of course I got the pictures of the planet / moon.
So is the planet yellow?
It was not. But as I was saying, the Halloween stickers I've been working on, trying to get like people's likenesses, because that's important to me, is to like make it look like the actor or actress who played that character, and that like takes a lot of time. So it's been kind of exhausting, but I've been happy with it. Some of my close personal friends and confidants have seen some of the things that have been made, but that should hopefully be done soon.
So it's funny, because right when I was talking about, like, the whole, there's no such thing as bad publicity, Funny Figs made the exact same comment about the whole, it just helps increase interest in their own IP.
Yeah, and Ray knows. Ray's lived in this world forever.
Yeah, so it's just funny. It's like we all had the same thought at the same time. I don't know, what did I miss something? What's Cafe Con Lego says, and I'm sure. Oh, medium Hinkle. Okay, I thought she was saying you. Okay, yeah, medium Hinkle eats a ton, as teenage boys do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Okay. I was reading that as like Mr. Hinkle eats a ton. I'm like, why is she talking about you eating a lot?
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to lose weight. What I'm trying to do. Alyssa demands answers about Pluto being a dog, and Goofy is also a dog. Yeah, that's a very. I mean, answers would be nice.
I've heard a discussion about that in the past. I don't remember what the result was, but yeah.
Oh, has it been like addressed?
Yeah, like not officially, but you
Yeah.
know, like
Gotcha.
someone brought it up. Cafe Khan says that Wario is really detailed.
Let's see, Raptus. Wait, you have a team? Is it? No, no, he is. He's 19. I have a 19-year-old son and a 7-year-old son. I have 2 kids, 2 children. My older son is a teenager, so usually he lives in his room all day. Usually, what he does.
Not much longer.
Well, I hope. Like,
no, I mean not much longer of a being a teenager.
Right, that too. But still, like, buddy, the winds of change are kicking at your heels, man.
Yeah.
And what's going on, Will? I appreciate you I saw your comment when we started the stream that you had not made it to many of these streams live. So thanks for being here. Appreciate that. Let's see.
Yeah, it's not like your teenager's going to come down and pop on the camera like your other son does.
No. I mean, he had his time where like that was really interesting to him. You know, he wanted to be a YouTuber like every kid.
Yeah.
You know, he did that. He had that little phase. But
what'd you tell him?
Well, I said, I mean, if you want to, you can. I mean, it's hard for an artist to be like, you know.
Yeah.
You need to have a real job. Like,
how old was he when he was talking about it?
Oh, 12, 13, 14, kind of that age range. And I was like, you can do it. You just need to make sure you're sustaining yourself on what you're doing.
Did you set like an age limit or something before you can start?
Well, so, I mean, here's the thing. Like I was like willing to like, you know, experiment and do that kind of stuff with him. And then he had a lot of school issues. And we had a lot of like, Nick can relate to this because we've talked.
Bricks O'Brien, being a YouTuber is just a phase.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, we were having some school completion issues, and I was like, you know, this is definitely a reward, and so you've lost such a reward for, you know.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
And that's kind of just where it was, and you know, it took him many years to get out of that, unfortunately. So that kind of phase passed without really trying to get into it. So
yeah, my nephew's 10, and he is very heavy into watching YouTube all day. Like if he could, he would just sit there on his phone or Nintendo Switch and just watch YouTube all day long.
Absolutely.
People talking about games. So he you know, he knows I do it. Like he knows I mean, not that I'm like pushing content. Like literally, I was realizing like I have my 72-hour live stream video, which was in July, and then I have that review of lighting up the bricks, and that was in like August. So I guess I'm on course. I should do a video for September, but like I don't push content. I use the account for this right here. Yeah, being on someone else's account, you know, being on someone else's streams. And so he was like, well, hey, how do I become a YouTuber? And I'm like, well, the problem is, for one, you're using an account that's tied to your parents, and so he's on a like a, I guess I didn't know that this existed, but I guess you can set up a children's account on Google. And so he's set up as that, and because of that, he is forced onto YouTube for Kids. So he can't even access my stream because I'm not for kids, right?
Sure.
And so like I tried to like when he visited last year or whatever, he went to the Lego store with me, and both Miss Brick Kitten and I met Miss Brick Kitten there at the Lego store, and we're talking about it and stuff like that, and we're like, oh yeah, here, subscribe to us, and like we try to put in our names into his phone, and it wouldn't even show up.
It was like denied.
Yeah, it wouldn't even come up in the search results because we're not for kids. And I didn't even know there was a YouTube for Kids app, like a separate app. Like like all this stuff was like new to me. I don't have kids, right? So I told him like, well, so the first thing is that, you know, you can't create content as a YouTube for Kids, and then, you know, and then I, you know, I'm like, so once your dad approves and changes that, then we can discuss it. But I'm like, the other thing is, you know, and we started this whole conversation about internet safety. I figured, you know, he's 10. You know, he's online. He's talking to people online. He's playing games streaming live with his friends online. So I'm like, I know a lot of times you're with your friends, and that's fine, but and we just talked about all this YouTube safety stuff, and
thank you, Hawkeye, for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. So I'm drawing Jordan Sneed's naked minifigure. So that's what we're working on now. A YouTube Kids thing is annoying. This is Golden Light Pictures. And Alyssa was talking about her mom asking her to pay rent at 7.
Oh.
I have not asked my son to pay. My younger son.
Oh, your younger son.
The older son, we're having those conversations currently.
Does he work yet?
He is hopefully in the final stages of working at a grocery store. He has worked. He's worked.
Oh yeah.
He's had like 3 or 4 jobs, but his last job was actually working for FedEx during the holiday.
Yep, I've done that. UPS, but yeah, same thing.
Yeah, same. Like not overnight, but like evening shift.
Oh no, I did the truck help.
Yeah.
Where like it was like, so the way UPS at least works is they do all their business deliveries first thing in the morning, and then in the evening they do their residential deliveries. And so you can jump on the truck as a helper, and you basically just run the packages to the door for the guy.
Oh, okay.
So,
interesting.
Yeah, he does all the work. He scans it, everything else, hands it to you, and then like he pulls up and you jump out from the passenger side and run it up to the door and come back. And so yeah, it was interesting. He picked me up at my house. That was cool because I was on his route. So he'd do the business stuff and swing by and pick me up. I was in college, so I had a flexible schedule.
Jordan, I got back from my call at just the right time. You did indeed. But yeah, they said that he did a good job. He was like working, like I said, it wasn't overnight, but it was like 5 in the evening to like 11 or 10:30 or whatever.
Yeah, that's like a swing shift.
And they said he did good, and they offered him a job when the holiday season was done. But the shift then would have been like the 11 to 7 in the morning or whatever. Like, it would have been
graveyard then. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, well, you were in school, so that's not an option. Like he said, like he didn't really care, but I was like, no. And so that kind of was his last job. But he's worked at McDonald's before. He's worked. He worked somewhere else. Where was the other place? I can't remember right now. But he currently applied and is in the last couple stages of working at a grocery store. But we've had those talks about like, hey, buddy, like, hey, you're almost 20 years old, so you need to start taking responsibility for some of these bills and some, like, it's something you're contributing to this now, or you could just move out. Hey, I'm it's cool. I was trying
I mean that might be a good way to start. Like, okay, you're going to be a roommate now, your roommate status, so.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's okay. This is and that's what I did with when we had a roommate for a while, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna split everything 3 ways. There's my husband and I, and then there's you, and so we took all the bills and divided them up, and and it's like, okay, or you can be like, here's on average what we pay a month, and here's your share, and obviously, I mean, maybe a third might be a bit much, but
right. I think it is a nice way to learn.
Yeah, maybe a third of the mortgage or something. I don't know.
Oops.
I don't know, something, but yeah.
I want to draw the fig leaf. So that's the conversation.
So, yeah, and there's plenty, like Raptus just said, hey, I'm 15, and when I start work today, I told him I'm helping with bills. And there's plenty of, younger, people that are not quite 18 yet or not quite 19 yet that do that with their families, and I think it's super awesome.
Yeah. Night shifts can be great when you're younger. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I didn't mind, but he's not in school anymore.
Yeah, he's in school. Yeah, so now when it mattered, but CafeCon, I only did it because he was my husband's best friend from childhood. Like they went to Boy Scouts together.
Nice.
And he is like a super laid back guy.
Friends for life.
Yeah, friends for life. I mean, he moved to Colorado because of us.
That is definitely a friend for life.
Yeah. So he was with us for a year or two, and like when he moved, he didn't have a job, so he was just like,
where did he move from?
Well, they're both from Southern California originally,
Okay.
but then he at that time was living in San Francisco,
Gotcha.
and it was definitely like, I mean, he was paying more for his half of the rent in San Francisco than we pay for our entire mortgage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, San Francisco was kind of crazy, but he worked on cargo ships and cruise ships doing
What's up, Doc?
yes, Doc. Someone did request a banana very early on. It was
Did they?
a
Did I miss that?
minion,
Oh, yeah.
with a banana.
Oh, with a banana
Or
phone.
banana phone, yeah. And that was
Banana
Capricorn.
phone. Oh man. Yeah. What's up, Doc? Welcome to the stream.
But yeah, he worked on he inspected cruise ships, and so cruise ships and cargo ships, they never stop. And
Yeah.
so he would get on board as basically not a passenger, as a crew member, and they would take off, and he would spend the next 3 weeks inspecting the ship, and then he would end up at a dock somewhere and fly back, or get on another ship and come back. And
what's up, Howie? Howie says angry banana. Can I accomplish both goals at one time? Maybe I can. I've done that before. Let's see.
Yeah, so he got tired of the travel, and
yeah, I was on a cruise once, and I was like, this seems like a really interesting life for these people that work in this industry and like have to maintain the boat and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah. And their quarters are not nearly as nice as yours, even if you get the budget ones.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I think I'm gonna peel it. I think I'm gonna peel this banana. But yeah, what's up, Howie? Welcome.
So he came to visit us and then decided to stick around. And
what's up, Ben?
So when he did get a job, we I don't know, can a volcano be yellow? So Will, we're doing yellow today.
A volcano? I mean,
like, there is yellow in there.
In the lava, maybe?
Yeah, like when it explodes.
I mean, yeah, there can be some yellow, some hot lava.
Yes,
what's up, Teddy? Teddy Lyons? Hello.
I believe Pikachu was requested. So we have a second request for Pikachu.
Which end do you peel from? From the stem end, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Most people, yes. I have seen
people do it.
People do it the other way. I've heard stories.
You've heard tales
of
other people that have done this.
Yeah,
it's interesting. I didn't think drawing a banana was going to take me more than 2 seconds.
Okay, so Ben's Brick Design says, "How about Coldplay?" And I'm like,
right? Yeah, someone made that joke when we started.
What are you talking about? And so I had to Google Coldplay Yellow, and yeah, it's a song. That's why. Okay. Yeah.
I think Ray made that joke.
I totally missed it earlier then.
This banana is angry.
Raptus says you can peel a banana from the button, which is actually the correct way.
The correct way.
Oh, the bottom's the button?
Who the bottom dictates what's the correct way to do it?
I did see the request for the Grumpy Troll. And I did...
The Grumpy Troll?
Yep, that's actually the most recent request in Kevin's list. I haven't updated it yet. Inside school bus, that's yellow.
A buttered popcorn volcano. All right, there's a banana, and he's also in mid peel, and he's also happens to be angry. Hot magma. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna start another one. Go through the suggestions we got.
Oops. There's been a couple of more since your last one, but you've gotten them. Just drew one of them.
Let's see.
Oh, I think the you have multiple requests for the Pikachu.
Oh, let's do Pikachu. Who was the last
Most
person?
recent was Teddy Lyons at 9.
All right,
I'm sorry, at 11. If you want to be Eastern.
I mean, I'm in it. So, let's see. There we go. There we are. Let's move this. Move the banana. Bensbrick Designs. There's a nautical Lego idea set that fits in this theme. Is there?
Yes, there is.
Are you talking about the submarine?
Yes, the yellow submarine.
I did that actually on the vehicles episode. Somebody had suggested the yellow submarine. And, not that I'm opposed to doing it again, but I do remember somewhat recently. All right.
So Pikachu was originally requested by Elisa.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. that makes sense. And you said a bunch of people would suggest Pikachu. Huh?
Well, yeah, both Elisa and also Teddy. And I think it's a good idea, too. So
absolutely. I mean, that's one of the main characters that comes to mind when I think of yellow. I embarrassingly actually didn't think of Wario. Shame on me. I have a Pikachu sticker in my store. That's of interest.
Is it yellow?
It is yellow. Yeah. So I'm actually not to discourage sales of my older products, but once I build up a little bit more of the newer art direction, because I've changed like how the stickers look and like the eyes most specifically. Once I build up a little bit more, I'm probably going to be running a pretty big sale on all the older styles because
sure.
I like to clear them out because I mean a lot of those characters, if not all of those characters, I will just do again. I'll just update them.
Okay.
But I'm just waiting to build. I don't want to like run the sale and then I have no stickers in my store, but I'm waiting to keep building it up a little bit more. But I'm thinking of a crazy kind of pretty deep discount to clear those out, like maybe even my cost to make them, if not even a little cheaper than that, just to get them out of there. So that's kind of too big of a nose. That's kind of something I'm also thinking about for the Horizon. Something
for us all to look forward to.
Yeah, that Pikachu's face is looking weird. I'll come back to that in a second. Will we run out of ideas? Well, we still have the list. I have the private list, so I can go back and look at any time.
We're up to what was that, 37? 37 requests.
Nice.
Some of which are probably repeats because I do track the repeats. So that way it's on a it's because the chat does scroll off the end. It's nice to have the more recent in there so you can find it.
Absolutely. Little feet. I'll get a little dot out of there. Lucky block for Wario. What's the lucky block? That's not the question mark block. Are you talking about? Is it something different? Is this a different thing?
You ever find that someone just makes something up Nintendo related to make you think you don't know what you're
maybe
like was that in Super Mario? I don't remember that being in Super Mario.
Maybe. I mean, because the thing, I was telling my son this the other day because my younger son and I have been playing through old Super Nintendo games.
Sweet.
Just like not a lot, like maybe a couple hours every other night, and it's usually right before he goes to bed. And so we played Super Mario World. That was the first game we started with because I figured that was appropriate. And then we went to Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2. And then we went to Donkey Kong, the Donkey Kong series. So we did 1, 2, and 3.
Nice.
And we started Zelda: A Link's Awakening, and I forgot that I need to actively hit save. And so I lost it all the next time I opened up the game cartridge. And I said, we'll come back to this one later. I forgot. I thought it would have auto-saved after I did a dungeon, but it did not. I thought that was how those old games were. It was like you can either save or you could do like a major event in the game, like beat a dungeon, and it would save it. So I played the game all the way up to the first dungeon and then turned it off and realized it didn't save it. And so we were talking about how I have not played all the Mario games. He's like, Dad, you've played every Mario game. Like, I have not played every Mario game. There's actually quite a few I have not played. Never played Galaxy 2. Never played 3D World. There's like a bunch kind of in the middle, I guess, like not current, but like not old that I didn't play. I've never played any of the like Superstar Saga series ones. I've actually only played, well, I've played a few of the Paper Marios, but haven't played all of them by any means.
So how are you playing the old ones?
On a console.
Like
just a regular, like an actual console, a Super Nintendo. Plugged into the TV downstairs.
Nice.
I've got an old SNES. I just got an NES thanks to Joey. He sold me. He had an extra one. Joey had an extra one laying around.
Wow.
And
no,
so,
my brother had one, and I used to play it. I don't know whatever happened to it.
What's up, Joseph Zawada?
Probably his kids probably have it or something.
Let's see, Joseph Zawada.
But I mean, the cartridges and everything, it's such a pain that. Can't you play a lot of those old games on the Switch or something?
There, some. And I also, I mean, it's kind of silly because I also have the mini classic too. So I mean, whatever. But there's something about having the actual cartridges and stuff, But yes, welcome to the stream, Joseph Zawada. Hello. So there's the Pikachu. I don't know. Something about the face is not quite calling to me, but there's Pikachu.
It's kind of nice. Like Fazoom suggested something a minute ago, and I have no idea what it is, but it's Fazoom. So I'm like,
sure.
I don't even need to look it up. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be good.
That was his Chris's like scheme all along was familiar with him, and then it's like, okay, they all trust me now. Now's my time to strike.
Yep.
All right, let's.
Yeah, Miss Neverland Big Bird was requested, and you can actually see him. Yep, there you go. Just
he's over there. He's hanging out. This is what we've done so far. SpongeBob, Pluto, Big Bird, a angry banana,
and welcome to the stream, Miss Neverland.
Yes, indeed, welcome. A naked minifig with a little fig leaf, and I just finished Pikachu. So yes, let's here we go. So Joseph Zawada just joined. So let's go with a trail of baby.
Yeah, I like that one.
Following their mom. That does seem like a nice, wholesome piece of art that we can.
Zoom says,
he's just planning. It's all part of his plan.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Is that a minifig leaf? I mean, I was just trying to draw a fig leaf. I wasn't necessarily making it look like the actual leaf. What's up, Charlie? All right, baby ducks following mom. Let me search for that. Oh yeah, this is the stuff. This is the stuff. You know what's funny, Ben, is as I mentioned before, I do a lot of contract work for Eclipse Graphics. They do custom printing stuff onto Lego, and I'll do like movie posters or accessories that minifigs should have, and I always go like well out of my way to always make sure that all the things I reference are like real life Lego things. So like if I need to put a plant, I'll use a Lego leaf. If I need to do a tree, it'll be a Lego tree. Like I had to do like a Bob Ross painting. So I did like a mountain range, and I used like burps and lerps and stuff in the mountain range, and I put like spruce trees and stuff in the tree. But I don't tend to do a lot of that in my own artwork. I was like, yeah, whatever. But when I do that work for him, I'll do that a lot. I'll try to make extra care to reference real life Lego things in those projects. Let's get the beak. I remember actually when I lived in Colorado, Ken, there was many times where you'd see like the geese and ducks and stuff cross the road.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, thank goodness you'd see these little babies, because I would be like, "You're making me late, and I'm so mad."
Yeah.
And then it'd be like, "Oh, there's some babies. I'm all right."
And like I totally learned where silly goose comes from, because like, why are they still here? There's snow on the ground. The lakes are frozen. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah. Let me fix the beak a little bit. It was a little off. Now I just get stuck behind tractors here. It's like, I'm okay.
I think Gator Bricks and Will Harper are working together.
Oh, are they
Either plotting. Well, because Gator says Mr. Burns is yellow, right? Which is totally a trick question, because all the Simpsons are yellow.
that's right.
And then Gator says, well, how about a Mr. Burns?
One person slips the other person $5.
You're right.
What's up, Moto? Just stopping by to worship at the altar of the all-seeing many-eyed goat. Thank you, Moto. You may light a candle on your way out. Please stop. No more eyes. No more eyes on the goat, please. That's a stream highlight for sure.
Oh yeah. I don't remember if I feel like I was moderating that one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because Madison was there. You were there with Madison. And I felt bad because
Yep, there it is. It was 2 streams ago for me.
Yeah, last Friday was supposed to be the multiplayer for August, but I had to take my son to the dentist. So, and the dentist, I don't know if the dentist for you guys is the same as me, but it's like you make your appointments like months in advance, and once you do it, like if you have to get out of it, I feel they always reschedule me for like 3 months later.
Oh yeah,
always.
Totally.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna play that game. And so like it had been in the calendar forever, and I was like, no, we gotta just take him to that. But it was like right in the stream time. So because I knew that, I didn't even bother like reaching out to anybody and figuring out the multiplayer, because I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to do it anyway. So
yeah, you made the right call. That's I've had that happen. It's the same thing. It's
please stop, says Fazoom. Yeah, I mean with my kids too, like there have been times where like, oh, my son's sick, so I can't take him to the dentist, and I'll call and like they'll reschedule me for like 2 months later. I'm like, man, and that's like the soonest they can do it. I'm just like, well, all right.
Did I say the wrong name?
What?
Well, sorry, Will. I dyslexia or something. I don't know. So yeah, Gator Brick said Mr. Burns is yellow, and then Gator also said, how about a Mr. Burns? But then Will's name is right below that comment, so I flipped it and thought Will was saying that. So then later on, Will said, I said nothing about Simpsons or Mr. Burns.
I am so confused.
Sorry, Will.
What does Ben say? Serious artist question. Do you still find occasional accidents when you draw that are better than you could do if trying? Yeah, all the time. Yeah, it happens. I also like it when I draw something and I'm like, man, I wish I knew how I did that.
So I have
so I can replicate it.
I have a trivia question for you, for the audience, I guess.
Okay.
And maybe it's easy. Maybe everyone knows it, and I just didn't. Who requested the goat?
Oh, the original goat.
Yeah, on the stream.
Was it?
I assume the first request was the request that was drawn. So I'm going to go with who the first person to request a goat on that stream was.
Yeah, who was I don't remember. Was it you?
No,
you were there. You were.
I was moderating, so I was reading the chat. I don't usually make requests when I'm reading the chat, especially not right at the beginning of the stream.
What's up, Larry?
So let's let that hang out there. See if anybody else knows it. Baby ducks over right here. On my passing chats onto you. It's funny because I'm sitting there copying and pasting into my notes, and My notes were correct about the Mr. Burns saying, but my brain wasn't.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Some of the birds back here. They don't all need to have details. It's a big, pack school.
So Larry thinks it was Vizoom. Hawkeye thinks it might have been him because he had a college joke about a goat around that time.
There's a lot of people that are like goat crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
I think like Butt Chop started it. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. I feel like he did. A gaggle. That's it. Of course it is. Joseph and Goat of Many Eyes. Was it Joseph? Was it you, Joseph? Did you like put a lot of eyes on? I kind of think you were, weren't you? I had a college joke about a goat around that time. Everybody takes ownership of the goat.
Yeah.
It was my goat.
So, you ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
The very first. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
The very first request of the day, according to my notes at least, was Bricksmith saying, "I need a goat."
Oh, there you go.
And then shortly after that, he said, "Goat zombie," and then Vizoom replied saying, "Goat zombie robot."
Oh yeah, I remember.
And then
the robot.
funny Figs said later on, "Spider goat." So those are the 3 goat related comments that I saved from that day.
All right, I'm gonna do this. Mr. Burns. Let's see, that was at 9:12. So it's 11:12. So let's see, where is that? Where is that one at? Mr. Burns, where are you, Mr. Burns? There we go. Oh, how about that? How about Mr. Burns? We'll do that one.
So Raptus, it's go back and watch the multiplayer Doodle stream on June 26th. I think it's the very first drawing of the day.
Joseph Sawada is trying to play the same trick twice. Please, I need a yellow long fur bee. It would mean so much to me. That worked one time.
Not going to go for that again.
I am not going to. It's the same thing too. It's like exactly
right.
the same thing. It's just colored. All right, let me move.
I like your duck there. That's
thank you. It came out okay.
Yeah.
All right. A gaggle. Pikachu's just like looking at all this take place. All right, let me look at. Let me bring up Mr. Burns. Oh, Flock. I figured it was like, man,
Furbies are banned.
Something easy. Mr. Burns. I think I drew Mr. Burns on the very first Doodle stream ever.
Oh yeah,
with no reference, so it looked horrible.
I learned. Oh,
I did.
Photos.
Oh man, yeah. If you guys only knew all the ways in which this show and this experience has changed over the last almost 2 years, based on the difficulties. Like I only had one monitor when I started, and now I have 2.
Oh
I didn't use my phone. Now I use my phone as well. Like I used to use the tablet on its on like the Bluetooth like wireless setting, and that's why it would crash all the time. And so now I wire it in. You know, like there's all these little like things that have changed and evolved, and it's kind of neat actually to think about it like that. But yeah, it was funny when we were watching that 100-hour. Yeah. And you're like, man, these are rough. And I'm like, they are, Ken.
Well, and then someone's like, oh, so rude. And I'm like, no, it's like, it just shows the progress.
It's fine. Yeah, but I mean, somebody said somewhere once upon a time that if you don't go back and like cringe at your earlier content, then you haven't grown.
Right.
And I don't remember who said that. I know many people have said it since then, but the first time I heard it wasn't from somebody I know. It was like from a channel I watch or something. And I was like, oh, okay. And I've kind of always remembered that. And I'm like, that's kind of a good thing to know. It's like, if you don't look back on it and at least cringe a little bit, then you haven't grown at all. You haven't like evolved. Is Pluto the dog yellow? Apparently it is, because we already drew Pluto.
Yep. Brown yellow. Yeah, he's yellowish. I mean, I'd say like a yellow lab or a golden.
Ben says I cringe at my content while I'm making it.
Well, and actually, according to the official blurb here, it says he is a yellow-orange color, medium-sized, short-haired dog with black ears.
Are you looking at the Disney Wikipedia?
I'm looking at the Wikipedia. Yeah.
Does it have a funny name, like Mickeypedia?
No. I'm looking at. It's actually a blurb on Google from Wikipedia itself.
Oh, okay. I like it when like the Pokemon one is Bulbapedia.
Oh yeah.
And the Star Wars one is Wookieepedia. I think it's kind of funny. All right. Excellent.
Did you? I don't know if you already read it from Ben here. I cringe at my content while I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's so. I mean, it's funny. It's funny. Brickhead family, we have gone and recorded a riff on our first ever YouTube video. That's how you do it. I mean, that's you're growing and evolving.
Yeah, like I think my first YouTube video on the Lego side is like cleaning Lego, and it's funny, I still get comments on that. I'm like, really? Like,
yeah.
All right, cool. And it's like, yeah, I feel like I should redo that or something, but I'm just gonna leave it there. I mean, it's fine the way it is. It's just definitely like my first video or an early video.
It's interesting the things that like take off, or the things that are like really well known, you know, and still get a lot of attention. For me, before I like bombed everything and started my new channel, but like when it was just my personal one, it was a video I made actually from Colorado Mills, and it was one of the first ever Cowlug shows at the mall.
Oh yeah.
And so I just walked around and just filmed all the builds, and I did like I didn't do any interviews, but I just like I added, it was a combination of video and photos.
Okay.
Of like the whole layout, the whole town layout. I did like a group shot of all the lug members who participated in it, and I posted it up, and like that was the thing. Like it had like 25,000 views. It always got more views all the time. And I was
wow.
Like, this thing, I didn't even like, you know, I mean, it was cool because it's neat to get recognition, but I was like, I didn't even do this. This is somebody else's work that I just wanted to share with you.
I totally got jealous over my neighbor. Well, I mean, not. I don't really care. Well, I guess a little bit, but so they were doing like, I'm like, dude, it doesn't really matter. The only thing is, they were doing a gender reveal, and he was doing it on YouTube, but with a private link to the family, so the family can see, because all their family's in another state, and that way the family can see, you know, can watch along. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, you know, he was getting all set up and everything, and I was there in person. I'm like, dude, you can't do a live stream on YouTube using your phone unless you have like 1,000 subscribers. Because I've tried it multiple times and I keep forgetting. And he's like, oh yeah, that's not a problem. I got like 3,000. I'm like, how do you have 3,000? You don't do anything. He had one video that he posted.
You don't do anything.
No, he does. I mean, you know, he obviously does stuff, but he's, you know, he was a professional baseball player, and you know, he's, you know, like, but he doesn't play baseball anymore. And I'm like, where did you get all these subscribers from and stuff? Well, he posted one video where he was like filming a nice race car at a stoplight, and he just happened, you know, he just happened to be in another car. He doesn't know the car or anything else, and the car like peeled out from the stoplight, like you know, burned rubber or whatever, and was making a left turn and made its left turn, and then kept turning left and ran into the center median, and like he just happened to catch it on film 10 years ago. And it just keeps getting views. And I'm like, I've seen that video. Like before I knew you, I've seen that video, you know, and it's like, and so a bunch of people subscribe to him, you know, hoping for another miracle or whatever, I guess. But because it's not something that you can like, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, wow, that's cool.
That's so funny. You're like, I just like your first statement where you're like, how do you don't even do anything.
Right. Like, how in the world did you achieve that? Like, you know, the rest of us are pushing to do that, and you just happen to do it, happen to have it.
All right, we're gonna do Raptus's suggestion.
Yay!
I saw that Adora Build says a group of ducks can also be called a paddling. I've heard that before. I forgot about that, but yeah.
I've
like
never
it's funny
heard that,
because
it totally makes sense.
It's funny because like anytime we think about like what do you call this group of this animal, I feel like birds and like Yeah, like birds. That's like the one that's supposed to be the default. Like you're supposed to know that one, and then because I feel like you're always like, what do you call? Like you call like a
Group of crows is
group of birds. I feel like the example you always give is like either school of fish or something with birds, and we should know the bird one.
Well, but the bird ones are all different. Like
we should know a bird one at least.
like crows are a murder, right?
Yeah, I'll
like
yeah.
Why is it a murder?
I will always remember that one.
Like yeah, and I think it's just because it's so weird that everyone remembers it. But
I call a group of aphids a murder of aphids.
Yeah,
I think it's applicable. All right, let me get a reference photo real quick.
Well, you're gonna make Raptus happy because they've been requesting that all stream long.
Well, persistence does pay off sometimes. Let's see.
You got to do it just right. You can't be annoying.
Yeah, there's a fine balance. What's up, Blaze?
And specifically blacked out eyes with white pupils.
Thank you, Gator Bricks. Appreciate that. Mr. Burns is excellent. All right. Blacked out eyes. Okay. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one will be the first color one too, actually. Just because of the timing. I kind of thought Mr. Burns would be, and then I finished it a little quickly. I'm holding myself hard to my time ruling. I've been doing that the last several episodes.
What's the time ruling?
Of exactly half the stream in black and white and half the stream in color.
Oh, okay.
So 11:30 on the dot is when I start coloring stuff.
So if you're in the middle of a drawing, you'll finish it in color?
Yeah, if it's not like if the drawing is done in past 30, I'll color it. But if it's already done before, then I move on to the next one. And I won't color it, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Because it's also like I've noticed that the rules help when you explain to other people too,
Oh, yeah.
Having consistency with that kind of stuff makes a difference.
Oh, consistency, yeah. Because, I mean, otherwise, like, well, you did it last time for so-and-so.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
They remember.
Oh, yeah. Viewers always remember. You guys always remember. Let's see. I feel like this reference I'm looking at is not quite the right one, though. There's so many like other fan art and stuff that I'm getting a little confused. I think this is somebody else's fan art. No, I guess not. Okay. I guess not. Howie stuff. Just fill the page with yellow and call it done. Howie's brilliant. That's the way you do it. You have like the art gallery and all the canvases are just a solid color. It's gorgeous. What's up, Brett? Welcome to the stream. Let's fix this a little bit. Yeah, if you wrap this, if you want to, that would actually maybe help me a little bit, just to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. If you want to send me a picture. Doc, hi Brett, you finally shaved and got a haircut. Couldn't recognize you on Steve's stream. How very Mondrain. Indeed. Indeed. All right, let me I'm gonna erase this and start over proper. Yeah, since you offered, if you want to shoot me that Raptus, that would help. Wait a moment. Banana Man. Let me look through some of these things. Hawkeye, I look forward to this one. Yeah, for sure. Do yourself a favor and watch trailer for Birdemic. Interesting. Is that a new thing coming out? All right. Thank you for that. All right. I got my photo.
Got your reference?
Yeah. It's a little different than the one I was looking at. Yeah. So that's helpful. Because, yeah, there, like I said, there's a lot of like fan art and that. I mean, hey, I'm a fan artist, but it's like I was getting kind of confused at what's the real thing and then what's other people's interpretation of the thing. You understand.
Yep.
So my dogs earlier were barking because it was the mailman. I was actually delivering another one of my new items that are going to be offered up to patrons starting in November. Got lots of goodies. Lots of goodies coming in. I know that's what people want. They want the gifts in the mail. I know that's what does the trick. All the goodies. To quote, what's his name from Jurassic Park, I have spared no expense. Hopefully the dinosaurs don't eat you guys. That's all I hope for. So Ken, do you? I know you've done like a bunch of cosplay for like shows and stuff.
Not a bunch. No, once, twice.
Oh, only once? Oh.
Yeah. Just the Psyche Cusco.
Oh, okay. I thought time. Like you. Hey, no. You could have fooled me because it was good enough that I thought that's a thing you did.
No, it's one of those things. Like if you're gonna do something, do it right. Yeah, like
yeah.
So it's like okay, how and it's I mean I'm not a little, like. This like Psyche's a medium height Japanese high schooler, and like that's kind of hard to pull off for a 6'4" white guy.
Yeah. What's up, Haley? Welcome to the stream. And Joey, we got is that Joey sighting? What's up, Joey? Okay.
But anyway, so what's your question?
I was gonna ask if you dress up for Halloween, if that's a thing you do.
Not really. I did. What was the last one? The one that comes to mind is. Do you watch Futurama?
Yeah. Yep.
So do you know who Lars is?
Lars.
Lars works in the Head Museum.
I don't.
What? So what's the episode called? Like Bender's Big Score.
Okay.
Fry goes back in time. So Fry has that barcode on his butt.
Is this from like the original or like the rebooted version?
Oh, I don't know. It might be from one of the movies, actually, one of the 4-episode movies.
Oh, I didn't watch any of those.
Oh, okay. So it turns out that Fry has this binary barcode tattooed on his butt, on his butt cheek, and when Bender reads it, it's a time loop wormhole, right? So Fry ends up going back and forth in time using that, or Bender goes back and forth in time using it to steal stuff. But
yeah.
Long story short, Ben's brick design already gave it away. So Fry goes back in time and then comes back into the future as Lars.
Oh.
And so Lars looks a lot like me. He has a goatee, he has a deep gravelly voice, and he has a shaved head. So it was really easy. So we went to the craft store or something like that and got like a 8-inch clear plexi tube, or I don't know what it came from, and we put a wood base on it, and then we filled it. We put a like a mannequin, like one of those like wig heads, the styrofoam wig heads, in there, and we put a Nixon mask on it, and then we filled it full of Jello, so it looked like a head, a head in a jar.
Yeah.
And then we both Randy and I dressed up in hospital scrubs. And so we were Head Museum technicians, and I was Lars from the Head Museum.
From the Head Museum.
Because that's what he is in the show. He's a Head Museum.
Yeah. I mean, I think his
official title is feeder.
The feeder, because you put like the little fish food.
Because he puts the fish food in the jars. Yeah.
I remember that.
So yes, I did that a couple years ago.
Wow.
That's the last one I think of. I feel like there was another one that we did, but we don't usually do Halloween, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering.
We pass out candy.
That's good.
Yeah, we have a one-sided street, right? Because we have a school across the street.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so we don't get a lot of traffic because, you know, kids can't go up and down both sides. And so we tend to like give out a lot of candy because of that.
right, because you
Like,
might as well give out what you got.
right, so like one kid comes by and it's like, here, have a full-size Snickers.
Yeah, I
Um,
gotcha.
so yeah, I don't know. And then we just turn off the light and go to bed early because it's like, okay, it's 9 o'clock or whatever. It's nobody's come by for an hour.
Yeah.
And we also sit out there and drink beers and offer beers to the parents.
When I lived in Colorado, it was the first time in my life. Actually, our very first Halloween there, it snowed that night.
Oh yeah,
And I was like,
the night of Halloween.
The night of Halloween.
What year was that?
Oh, that was 2004.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that was a really bad year, right?
I think it was 2004.
Was your first year in Colorado a really horrible winter?
Yeah, I got in a wreck.
Yeah, I've heard stories about that year.
It was also my first year. Yeah, we had a blizzard too. Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Like I heard there's like a blizzard like every week.
Yeah, there's that now that it's coming back to me, and yeah, I had never driven in snow as a Texan. As a Texan, I'm like, I can draw, I can do this. I remember it was mid blizzard, and I drove to Blockbuster to rent a movie.
And that's why everyone here hates Texans.
Hey, I'm like, it only took me one though. I was like,
you learned, yeah.
And I'm done. But yeah, like that first time I was like, I'm fine, I can do this. And I drove to Blockbuster and then got in a wreck. Like I literally slid off the road and that was bad enough, right? I'm like already shooken up enough that I'm like, I just ran off the road. And I'm like on the side next to a tree. And then the car behind me, because I was just driving like an idiot, they were driving like an idiot, right? Because
the road's clear. Yeah.
So he was going full steam ahead right behind me, not like tailgating me, but right behind me. So when I slid off, he slid off. So completely destroyed the back of my car.
Did he hit you?
Yeah, because I slid off and I was like, whoa, that sucked. And then, oh, there's somebody else. And I was like, oh, hello. So that was my one and only time to get in a wreck driving in the snow. Never done that again.
Oh, okay, so I thought this was a request, and then I read the next comment. So Ben says you can dress up as Tenzin from Korra.
Yeah, you can do that.
And I Googled it because I'm like, what is this? So I did see the reference photo, but I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know the reference. Nickelodeon. Okay. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, 2000. We'll see. Not only was it Nickelodeon when I'm an adult, so I didn't watch it, but like I didn't get Nickelodeon as a kid.
Yeah, so. It's really good. It's on Netflix if you're interested.
I'll leave it up on my reference here as a reminder.
It's highly recommended by pretty much everyone.
Oh yeah, and then like there's a bunch of comments here like I wonder what Halloween can be like this year.
I wonder how what?
Well, like so Gator says, wonder how Halloween will be this year. Oh. And Raptus says there is no trick or treat this year.
Oh.
And then
it's probably fair. And
then Miss Neverland says Halloween is life. And Doc says the Halloween Superstore just opened, Spirit Halloween.
Yep.
And Miss Neverland says, oh, I know that the Superstore opened. Ninja won't let me go.
What's funny is I saw like one of those joke internet meme photo things, and it was Animal Crossing, and somebody had opened up a Spirit Halloween in Animal Crossing.
Oh, that's funny.
And I was like, oh, okay, that's funny. Haha. All right, let me color this. Oh, let me throw the white pupil because I left it. I went
now. Do you hear my dog now? Oh, that's why she's excited.
No, I don't hear you.
Oh, okay, good. So that's actually the parents' dog, and she's like 12, and she's super excited because they just got home.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Joey, you should totally. It's great. The thing that it's its own thing. It's its own thing. So you have to kind of get into it, remembering that Avatar was Avatar and Korra is Korra, and there will be some connections. But remember, this is a totally different show and it's a totally different story. Yeah, they do have some nice little nods, some nice little connections, but it's so good. They really dive into the lore of the whole thing with that show. Like Avatar had its good mission, and it was it was good. One of my favorite cartoons of all time, and then Korra just like amped it up to like 15. All right, I need to just shrink him a little bit. All right, there we go. I just chuck candy at them on the road before they get to my door. Hiya! Hiya! Happy Halloween! Yeah, when it first came out, Joey, I was kind of like, I mean, I wasn't against it, but I was one of those people that was like, this is an Avatar. Like, I really just wanted more Avatar. And I guess what I meant is I really wanted more Aang and more like what I knew already. So it took me a little while to actually get past that. But they also didn't do a good job of like I remember being there when it first aired, and it was like actually very difficult. They weren't really good about showing it. Like they didn't advertise it very heavy. I was like, when is the new episode airing? And they'd be like, oh, it already aired last week. They literally didn't show me a single commercial for it. That's stupid. Like it was just really oddly kind of, I don't know, secretive.
Sorry, I had to step away and take care of some family stuff.
Nah, no problem. I can handle these folks. Thank you, all of you people that are here, all 24 people watching right now. I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in for a little bit this morning. Episode 40, as we draw stuff that's yellow. These eyelids are kind of like this dark color. The fingers, or I guess actually the whole hand kind of. It's this color. And let's get some. CC, I'm watching Korra now. I would have liked it more on the previous characters, but I like the pro bending in Korra. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I feel like there's one season that was like not bad, but it's just like I felt like season 1 was like really good, and then season 2 was like, whoa, that's even better. And then season 3, I was like, all right, that wasn't bad, but all right. And then season 4 was like, okay, you redeemed yourself. Like I feel like that was kind of the process for me, but I enjoyed it. I recommend it. No joke when I say it's some of my favorite animated shows of all time. I need a purple. I guess I should do just a little shading. I think that's kind of what I was planning to do with that other color, and then I ended up using it for stomach and stuff.
Since I stepped away, now I gotta like back up and see where I left off. Oh, speaking of Halloween costumes, have you ever seen Moto's? Well, any of Moto's stuff really, but the first thing that came to mind was his the Lego costume, the minifig costume that he made.
I didn't know he did that.
Oh yeah, he made a full-on minifig costume. It looks really slick. I mean, it's like full-size minifig, but the whole thing, it's just he says he can't move in it. Like he can just stand there and have his picture taken.
Right, I believe that because I mean the proportions are just not right for me. For a human.
Right.
And even when Lego does it, they always have to like stretch the proportions to make it work for a human to wear it.
Right.
But that's cool. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Yeah, he ends up setting it up like at Halloween. He'll set it up in his yard, and parents will stop by and take the picture of the kid next to it or whatever. Because since it is so stiff, it stands on its own perfectly fine. But yeah, it looks pretty slick. It's all on his Flickr account. And then, of course, he always does. He does an awesome cosplay. He does it every year for Comic-Con and stuff.
Yeah. Upon rewatch, I don't think it deserves the hate. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it. I was just like, oh, all right, that happened. It was fine. Ghost Freaking Talkin', we will be doing another live podcast from Wolf Hollow on October 3rd to kick off the Halloween festivities. All right, let me start up another one. Ooh, that's a good one from Fazoom. Let's see, 11:07. That was 40 minutes ago. Let's see if it's still there.
Good luck.
No, it's not. It's got, Fazoom, if you're still there, you want to throw in your
What was that
again for Sinestro?
Oh, I think that was the one that I was saying. Yeah, that's the one I was saying that, like, I don't know what this is, but.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember you saying that.
In case he is busy, there it is in the chat for you.
Okay, yeah, I'll put yours up, and if he's around and replaces it, then I will update it. All right, let's see. Sinestro. What's up, Andres? Welcome to the stream. The son from Teletubbies. Yeah. We should. Yeah. Don't let me forget that one. That's too good.
I don't know. Did you read all these comments about like how to get candy to the kids?
I did see the like throwing it.
Yeah, throwing it at them, and Ben says, "I'm gonna build a big chute so I can slide candy down to the sidewalk."
You need to do one of those giant, like, impossible machines that takes 40 minutes to get the candy to the kid.
All right, you have to sit there and wait for it.
You know, like it does the little like balloon inflates, and then a hamster wheel rolls down a conveyor belt.
Well, what we need to do is just build a great ball machine that can deliver candy, and if they don't grab it off the end, it just conveys it back. That's true. Like one conveyor can dump into another, basically, and you just convey it back and forth until someone takes candy off of it.
No, tablet. That's not where I wanted you to go. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, the family just got home, so nephew walked in and had to say hi to the dog and got her all excited. And
sure, that's what you do.
Yeah, so I'd go up there like, hey, yeah, welcome home. By the way, I'm still busy until 11, so.
Let me try it again. That was a false start. False start. Pay no attention to that. All right. Let's see.
Oh, Fazoom did make a comment. 950.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Boom. Thank you, Fazoom. And yeah, just in case, it's still relatively new, to be honest. So I don't fault you if you don't know, but I have started putting up time lapses of these on the Monday following the stream. So if you have to, take off for any reason, that's totally understandable. Life still continues, even though Kevin is streaming. Know that there will be a 5-minute time lapse that you can watch to quickly get yourself up to date on what was drawn through the course of today's stream. That'll be Monday at noon. It'll go live. And they do okay. They don't. I don't think they've established themselves yet as a thing I do. So people are like I put the last one up and it was like 20 views, and I'm like, and I'm not I try not to harp on the numbers, but I was like, all right, 300 people watch the stream, 20 people.
It's definitely fun to watch. Like it's fun to watch at work, because I don't have to worry about comments or listening to it or whatever else. I can just watch it and
you can see it all come together. And I don't know if it's just me and my own artwork, but I do love watching artist time lapses. Like I enjoy them a lot. So, I would assume if people are watching it, they would like to see it as well. So you can kind of see it all come together.
So Larry says no Halloween this year. 2020 is canceled. Sorry, kids. And Ben's brick design, which I don't think this will work, but he says 2020's Halloween is going to be all gumballs, so we can do a GBC. The problem then is it's not in the package, and like if I was a parent, I'd be like, anything not in the package is going in the trash. Whoa.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what happened? That was a hard scroll. I was like, what? What?
I didn't even see the scroll. I just saw the screen go black.
Yeah, it just Joey, I mean, I would prefer Lala from Teletubbies, but the sun is a good option too. Millhouse Gang. Favorite Simpsons character? Yeah, there's got to be one that's my favorite Simpsons character. Who is my favorite Simpsons character? I'm definitely gonna have to shrink this drawing because I can tell it's too big. Mark Hamill's Joker teeth, just the teeth. Okay. I mean, I like the comic book man a lot from The Simpsons. Just because he's nerdy. I find myself often surrounded with many people that are similar to him. Worst convention ever. Like, okay. I might actually just shrink this now a little bit. Still holding out for that arm ripped off of Georgie. Oh, man. Nick, you'd be so proud. You'd be so happy with all the work I've done for these Halloween stickers and all the disturbing imagery I've had to Google. I'm just like, oh, that's the reason why I don't watch this. Yep. And I'm good. Yep. Because I've had to do a lot of research for my Halloween stickers, and that's not just, it's just not my forte. I don't really dive into the world of horror and thriller and all that kind of stuff, but I appreciate that people like it and that I have an audience and fans that like that stuff, so I want to get into the spirit. But I'm like, oh my. Like, that's my response every couple minutes. I'm like, let me Google what this looks like. Like, oh yeah. Good pick for sure. Yeah, well, there's so many good. Yeah, there are. We need an A-full version of Simpsons comic book guy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. I don't really know what I was going for with this. He should probably be holding his hand out. Right? That's a thing. He should be doing that. Except it looks kind of weird. This is definitely a doodle for sure, because I did like no form. I did no like concept work. I'm just going to randomly pick pieces of this and somehow put it all together. Not the normal way to draw.
So like the normal way would be to do like the circles or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Background.
Actually plan it.
Yeah, I think that's what Madison was doing. Was she would do the
You're like, all right,
and,
like what pose do I want him to be in? He should probably be doing something like this and be mad, shooting a laser beam, and now I need to put the face for him, and now let me fill in the like parts of the arms and legs, and
you just draw over the top of that, and
I didn't do any of it.
But that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah, I mean it helps. You can tell when you've done that. Like, it's like, oh, this actually looks like it's cohesive and makes sense. Things aren't see you later, Blaze. Things aren't like floating and odd and weird. But it's fine. This is meant to be just doodles and chatting with you guys, and whatever we draw is what we draw. It's not meant to be masterpieces. I really wanted to get his smug expression though. Let's see. I don't know how well that's translating as his hand sticking out with the ring, but it's what it is. It's his thumb. Perspective is a little off. I'm just going to throw some colors on it. You need to shrink a little bit, though. Move you. Look at that. That little nook right there for you. What's up, Bama?
What's an AFOL version of the Simpsons comic book guy?
Like, I guess a real life equivalent. Find someone in the community and
Yeah.
be like, you are hereby designated him. Let me see. Oh, a little bit actually. I'll just go with that. Search for Renison, the mascot from Maipu.
Well, it's funny because I searched for it and it comes up as a medication. So I guess I need to put in the other thing too.
That's probably not it.
Yeah, that's probably not it. So I'll add the Maipu to it. There we go. It's like a yellow sun.
Oh, nice.
It's cute. It's safe.
It's a safe idea.
It's safe. You just have to add the Maipu to it.
I got you. It's a medication.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it's just
Love
a medication. It's a
Love it. Oh, and if you guys dig this, like, you know, this, what's up, Jeff? If you like enjoy hanging out with an artist for a couple hours and making suggestions and, you know, watching him or her draw for you, Matt Elder, Family Bricks here on YouTube. I don't think he streams on Twitch. I could be wrong. I think it's just YouTube. But he has started his own drawing streams each week too. And he has, I've told him he doesn't have to, but he acknowledges me almost every stream saying, I stole this from Kevin, everybody. And it's okay. It's all good. But his streams are pretty fun as well. He tends to go a lot longer than I do. I give him a lot of props. His streams are like 5 hours. And I'm like, nah, bro. I can't do that. I'll be done. The whole day is ruined. But if you want to see more of that, check his stuff out. Check his channel out. You know, go show him some love. And he's a great artist too. So he can, he usually works traditionally. So you can watch him draw it out on paper, good old fashioned paper. So if that's something you'd like to check out, I do recommend giving his streams a look-see. I think he does his on Saturdays, like Saturdays for me in the East Coast, like Saturdays in the middle of the day, like noonish, 1-ish kind of time.
So Gatorbrick says that the comic book guy AFOL would be a character that goes around telling people not to say Legos.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And telling people not to cut base plates.
100%. 100 with the branding. 100%. Actually, that is incorrect.
Right, yeah.
What's up, Reed? Got Reed in the chat.
Lego, and it's all capitalized.
Oh yeah, that would totally be it.
Funny, ever since like watching your streams and stuff, or watching your Forever Sorting, I'm like, I quite often refer to it as the Lego group now.
Yeah, I mean that's how they drill it into your head. So it's like that's how it shall be referred to.
Yep. What's
funny is some people will refer to it as the Lego company. And what's kind of funny is Kel, you know, who's the 3rd generation owner, but he's not active right now. His son is active as owner of the company.
Okay.
Kel prefers personally the Lego company. He likes the way that sounds. But as his lawyers and legal team have told him, please don't say that because that's not the official term of the company. But he's like, but I like the way it sounds. So it was interesting hearing that from some of the legal people. They're like, yeah, we tell him all the time to please not say that, but he says it all the time. And like,
I'm surprised there's not like a subsidiary company that's called the Lego company that's under the Lego group.
I mean, they've got a lot of other little like things, but there is not one that's just called the Lego company. That is not a thing. But yeah, apparently he likes it.
Yeah, I'm sure all their little sub companies are like non-Lego named things, like the plastic molding company of Brazil or something. I don't know.
Well, and it's interesting
Like,
because you have in Denmark you have Lego System AS, and
okay,
AS is like the Denmark equivalent of like Inc. And then in the US, you have Lego Systems Incorporated. And then in every other country of the world, it is Lego Canada Inc., Lego Brazil Inc., Lego Mexico Inc., Lego Australia Inc. Like it's like the country name. But like those two countries, they were like, no, we don't want the country name in the name of the company. Like it's Lego System and Lego Systems. But every other country, it's like Lego of Brazil Incorporated, Lego
right.
of New Zealand Incorporated.
That's
If
a
you,
lot of times that's how they do. Like even my friend, he has a distillery and he needed to buy the building, right? When he opened up the distillery, he bought the building to go with it.
yeah,
And his accountant was like, nope, this is gonna be two separate companies. And so the building's like 123 Main Street. Like 123 Main Street Incorporated owns the building or
Doc's
whatever.
a fan of my nah, bruh, nah. I can't like. So what's funny is I did the Brick World show, where I did this basically, but I did it traditionally as well for people for 6 hours from the Brick World virtual. Like they could give me requests and I would draw it, and that like almost killed me. Like that was a lot of work. 6 hours of drawing and talking and chatting and explaining and taking requests and it was 6 hours, and it was like a little bit different than this because I'm representing Brick World. I'm not representing myself, and I felt like I was going to pass out when it was done. So he does 5 hours every Saturday on his account. It's great. It's amazing. All the power to him. All right, almost. We're just about done with Sinestro. Put some yellow, and then I'll give him a glow. He's got to be glowing. It's usually what's happening. What is yellow again? Is that fear? I think it's fear. Green is will?
Oh, gee. Oh, like in the
Green Lantern story, mythos, whatever you want to call it. I
oh
think it's fear.
Green Lantern.
Yeah, I think yellow means fear in that story. And the green means will, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yellow lanterns are able to install fear into their enemies and can cause the rings to wield enormous potential for evil.
Yeah, Larry knows. Larry's on it.
Yeah, Larry's on it. I have no idea what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about
Something completely different.
no, yeah, the Pixar movie with the feelings.
Oh,
What's that called?
that's not what I was talking about.
And because they're colored, right? Yeah, like red's angry, red's anger.
Ghost Freaking talking while wearing his Adidas and Levi Lego brand. Yeah, they're all over the map right now. Joey, it must be a traditional thing that they didn't bother to change the names. I mean, like boxes used to say Lego System, but I always thought that referred to the. No, it did, but the company was also called Lego System. Yeah, Big Bird. We did Big Bird. All right, let me look through some. I don't get why Green Lantern was killed by a number 2 pencil. Oh, I was gonna do the Teletubby Sun. Where's that? 9:49, 10:49. So 11:49. Let's see, is 11:49 still in the chat? Yeah, it is. The Sun from Teletubbies. Absolutely. We got a couple like evilish characters, so we need like a really, really happy sun.
It's funny. For some reason, I have no idea why, but Jeff's comment got flagged.
Oh.
Yellow is fear, green is orange. Or no, sorry, green is will, orange is greed, blue is hope, pink is love, white is life, and black is death. Probably because the black is death. But
maybe.
And so, but you have so many moderators that like I couldn't even finish reading it before it got approved.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Maniac for Bricks, thank you. Inside Out is what I was thinking of, and yellow is joy on Inside Out.
Hello, Miss Tapcat. Hello. All right. Let's see how well I can draw this baby's face. Hopefully it's not terrible. I got to do this little baby justice. Let's see here. Actually, let me just draw the head shape first, I think, before I put in the features. Hyper realistic, please. What as realistic as possible. Oh, that's so funny. I'm looking at this like Google reference, and there's like a little ad for like, here's where they are now, and it's like, I guess the kid grown up. This was the lady who played the son in Teletubbies. Like, oh. Brian says, ew. Is that Joey? Ew.
Looks like this inspired today's Maniac Memory. How my sister used to love Lala from Teletubbies, and how I remember you bought the plush at Toys R Us and she carried it with her everywhere. Did you buy Maniac for Bricks a plush toy?
I did not.
Okay. You must be someone else then.
Maybe the royal you?
Maybe he's talking to Bricks O'Brien, I don't know.
What's up, Julian?
It was a kind of plush that had sounds built into her, so every once in a while she'd make the equivalent of a fart sound.
Oh, well, I mean...
Gator Brick says, Kevin probably gets weird ads on his browser from the stuff we make him look up.
Maybe, actually.
You know what? Now I'm going to turn on incognito when I look this stuff up. Thanks.
Sometimes I don't know how much is like, how much is like them knowing me versus just doing what they're doing. You know, like what's
honestly, most of my ads are based on what I buy.
It's like what's targeted
versus
what's learned. I don't know the right terms.
Like this guy buys Lego. Let's advertise Lego to him. Speaking of which, my mother-in-law sent me a link on Facebook for like Lego 80% off, and I'm like, Mom, that's spam.
I'm trying to make this not look creepy, and it's not working.
By the way, kids, if you ever see an ad for Lego 80% off, it's spam. They will not ship you anything after you pay them money.
Yeah. Let's see. Margarita Solis, what's up? Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We got family watching now. All right. Trying to make this baby look cute and adorable and not terrifying. That's the goal. That's the goal.
Yeah, Margarita says that's looking creepy.
It's like, and fail.
Yeah. Well, Jeff says the baby looks like Buddha. I could see that. Little Buddha baby.
I can do this.
We all believe in you.
Is it the bottom two? Yeah, it's the bottom two teeth. Of course it is. I don't know. Adding those teeth make it creepy. I mean, that's it has the two teeth, but it's like makes it look creepy.
Hawkeye Lego Man says beautiful. Buddha-ful.
Okay. All right. Just calm down.
Once again, I'm reminded why I mute my phone during stream, because not only has it been blowing up with text messages, but I just got a spam phone call.
Ooh.
But luckily it said, hey, spam risk. Like, yep, I'm gonna ignore that.
I'm kind of like, now I'm seeing Buddha when I look at this, but
Yeah,
that's not
you can't get it out of your head.
it's not Buddha.
Nope,
This is
it's
okay.
just a pudgy baby face. Happy baby.
All right, that's enough, I think, to put some colors on it. Oh, I did that on the wrong. Of course I did. All right, wrong layer. Who had that on the bingo card? All right, cut, paste, and now let's see. Do I want to? I think I'm gonna maybe shrink it a little bit.
Yeah, Gator, I'm pretty sure that my what year is my car? 2000? My 20-year-old car doesn't need a warranty. I don't think it had a warranty at this point either. I have 300
Actually, just to let you know, this is your last opportunity to renew
my last
your
opportunity, yeah.
warranty.
Because it has 337 something thousand miles on it. I'm okay without the warranty.
I'm like, you know how many years past my warranty it really
Right.
is?
Well,
Come
and it's
on.
funny. It's funny because the husband just registered a car, and literally he got his plates, and within the week we have two very official looking postcards that look just like the Colorado registration that
Yeah.
are like, oh, you need to pay your vehicle warranty. Like,
Man.
really? It's been a week. Like, they
Yeah,
they definitely have something on the database that's just like, oh,
Yeah.
there's a new one. Let's send them
that's
let's send them a letter.
definitely the whole, like, your factory warranty for your car has definitely been like an uptick like nobody's business of like spam scam calls.
Yeah.
Like that one, for some reason, maybe it's
Oh,
just me.
it must just be you because I've been getting that one for years.
I mean, I have two, but it's just, I feel like that one
Oh,
has
you've
been the
been
one
getting
that has
getting
exploded.
more?
Like, I feel like it's
Well,
exploded in the last few years.
I don't notice because I don't answer unknown numbers anymore.
No, I don't either. But like when they call, we still have a landline for some
Oh,
reason.
okay. So they call the
We
landline?
don't use it, but they call the landline, and we never answer it. But they
Oh.
always leave a message, and it always
really?
says that it's a message. Because it's always a robot, and the robot's like, "This is your last warning for your factory warranty." I'm like, you don't even get out of here.
That's funny. So it's funny because like Bricksar, of course, he works with a phone company. He has a landline, right? Yeah. And my dad worked for the phone company, and we had a landline growing up. But I've had a landline once in my life. That's because I had a TiVo, and when the first early TiVos released, they couldn't download their stuff from the network. You had to download over a modem, over a landline.
Yeah.
So as soon as they, like 3 months later, as soon as they got that next feature rolled out where you can download over the internet, I got rid of my landline. So like, even though I grew up in a telephone industry, right?
Yeah.
Like I was like, I thought for sure as a kid I'd be in the phone industry. I've never really owned a landline.
Stop it. There we go. I've tried to get rid of my landline, I think maybe 5 times over the last 15 years. And every time I try to do it, I will talk to whoever it is that is giving it to me, and they will always talk me into spending more. And I now have a new bundle with something else.
Oh, that's why, because it's bundled. Yeah.
And it's stupid, and I hate it. And it happens.
Yeah.
And I don't like. I'm usually what happens to me is I'm usually one of those guys that's like too nice to say no.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not like I have no backbone. Like, I'll say something, but like, these people are trained to push it and push it and push it and push it. And I'll be like, no, I think we're okay. I really think we're okay.
Well, and if you're not using it, just unplug the phone.
Well, and yeah, so right now it's no, we don't really use it. The only thing it's actually really good for is when the school calls us to tell us about inclement weather delay stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's it though. That's all. But yeah, it's just like they always talk me into getting some new bundle. And I'm like, dang it.
Yeah, I might have it tied to a bundle plan somewhere, but I definitely have never plugged it in if I do. Yeah, Larry says he's working from home in a call center, and he gets dozens and dozens of calls for auto warranty robocalls a day.
Crazy.
And he also says that his parents just got rid of their landline and the phone number that they've had for 50 years.
Crazy.
Oh, and see you later, Maniac for Bricks.
See you, Joey.
And Gator says, I have a free Google phone number for a landline. Yeah, I have the same thing. I have a Google Voice number. I used to have my Google Voice forward to my cell, but I was getting so much spam that I wanted to separate it out and figure out where it's coming from. So I use that as my spam number, basically. Like, I don't want to give you my real number. Here's my Google Voice number.
Chris wants to sell me beachfront property.
It's the same. There you go. It's the same voicemail. So if someone does actually call my Google Voice, they'll get the same voicemail. Yeah, Hinkle, have you tried quitting a gym also?
I have not. I do have a gym membership. That's the only gym membership I've ever had, actually, because previously the apartments I've lived in have always offered gyms as part of the rent and the complex.
Right.
So we are currently in a contract with a gym. We have been for many years, and I have not had to get out of it yet. But I've actually, over the years, I've been like, oh man, when I do have to get out of this, I feel like it's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
But we've been members for years and years and years to this. I think 4 years now.
Well, so this is the perfect time to get out of it because you have the perfect excuse.
Well, they weren't charging us. I was like,
oh, that's nice of them.
I know. I was actually worried. And they did shut off the auto pay the whole time they were closed. They are open now.
Okay.
But the whole time they were closed, they did not charge us.
That's really considerate of them. I know, like, I have a friend that does Orange Theory. I don't know if you have that there. Basically, it's one of those, like, the very specific style gyms, and they're like, no, we're gonna keep charging you.
Yeah, even though you physically can't use. I was 100% ready to like be mad.
Yeah, I think what they did was they did online classes. They're like, oh well, you can attend our online class. You get access to that with your membership.
Yeah, that's
right.
No.
Yeah, he's like,
that's gonna be a no from me. Sorry, you didn't get enough no's. You're not going to Hollywood. Yeah, I was ready to fight. I thought they were going to pull like something like that on me.
Yeah.
And they actually didn't. So I'm like, oh, they actually didn't charge me anything. And they continued to not charge me anything for. That's how I actually found out my gym was open, is then they started charging me again.
Oh.
I was like, oh, they're open. And then I like investigated and yeah, they're open.
That's funny. I paid for a gym membership once, a couple of times over the years, but once more recently, for like, and I was like definitely one of those like, oh, let's sign up for a New Year's resolution, and then, 3 months later, I'm not going to the gym. I'm like, yep, I'm not paying for something I'm not going to use.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Reed's leaving too. See you later, Reed.
Oh, sorry, Reed, I didn't even see you in the chat. Good to see you, and see you later, I guess.
Bye, Reed. Bye, Reed.
Yeah.
Where was Doc said something Star Trek related a while ago, I thought.
Oh, Doc threw a lot of comments out.
Here we go.
Worf in his yellow uniform.
11:53.
That was 11:53. Yeah.
Here's
Sorry, next time I'll like change the time zone of my computer.
No, I mean you don't have to. It's fine. I just need to remember that you're in a different time zone.
Right.
It didn't even dawn on me the fact that the times that Chris and Cece helped me with that with the timestamps, we were all in the same time zone. So like I didn't even think about it. All right, let's go down into this. I'm actually kind of running out of space. All right, that's fine. Down here.
No, Brian, I'm not playing Animal Crossing.
Are you doing chores? Are you doing your chores?
Well, he said, didn't notice Reed was in here. Is Ken slacking off and playing Animal Crossing? No, I wasn't playing Animal Crossing. I was actually replying to some work messages.
Look at this with the lines turned on.
Wow.
It's like, oh, oops. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Wow. All right. So.
Yeah, I got my own excuses.
Yeah, we all got them. We all got excuses.
But I will say it was not a phone game.
Oh, so you were playing.
No, it was not a game. How about that?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Picking weeds. All right. Worf, Star Trek. Let's see. Wolverine from the X-Men. We got it logged. We'll see what happens. We might. I'm thinking I've got 2 left. I think. That would include this one. We'll see how long they take me, because we are in the properly warmed up stage, I believe.
I'm just gonna step away for 1 second.
Okay, I can handle these guys. You all need to behave yourselves. Let's see here. No, Bricks O'Brien. Kevin called to buy it. What did I buy? Something. The oceanfront property. Spoken like a true father. I'll take care of these kids. Don't you worry about it. Arizona Bay has a lot of future beaches. No, Nick's already promised me. Brickhead family has already promised me wonderful oceanfront property in Arizona, specifically. It sounds satisfying in the mind. I can picture it. Adjust that a little bit more centered. Yeah, so I was saying to Jeff actually that since I've been watching the new Discovery, that obviously the Klingons have been redesigned again. So I was like, all right. So that happened. Doc, I assume you've seen Discovery, right? I finally saw Picard. I know we talked about that like forever and ever and ever ago, but I finally did. I finally watched it. And I started watching Discovery. I was more excited to watch Picard than Discovery, but it seems like that was ill-placed. That was ill-placed excitement. I didn't hate Picard. I didn't hate it. I wasn't like super over the moon about it. I had to double check, see if my sound's turned off. Sorry. Too quiet. Too focused. I could turn the music on. I think I can turn the music on. Worf needs his atlas. Let's see. Disco is better than Picard. Yeah, so far. And I'm only a couple episodes in. And I'm like, this is better. All right. This is his hair. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Let's see. Because, it's actually Star Trek. It feels like it. It feels like it is. Definitely feels like it is. I may or may not have snoozed off to your dulcet tones. That's what I get for staying up. How late did you stay up, Ray? I have been staying up way too late, way too often, for way too long. I'm actually
bad habit.
It is, and I'm personally getting sick of it, but I've just got so much work to do, and I don't know. I mean, part of me also is like, yeah, 3 o'clock, that sounds about my average for this week. I keep, like, there's always another thing. There's just always another thing, and I can't get on top of it. It's like, all right, once I get this project done, then I can stop staying up so late, and I can do this. And then it's like, then there's another project, and there's another thing. And it's just like, I can't get a hold of it. It is indeed a very bad habit. I do not recommend.
Yeah, I stayed up. Well, so I was gonna say earlier, speaking of gyms, who needs a gym? When I went to my friend's property and they just got a new property, and it's up in the mountains, so there's no fences, there's no markers.
Yeah.
Because it's was recently like subdivided, so it never needed to have a fence. The line's new, and so they had the neighbor actually had a surveyor come out and survey his side. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'll take the GPS out there and I'll see if I can find, mark it for them. And that way they can see, because it's like 40 acres, right? I mean, it's, you can't, and it's all trees. So you can't just go like, oh yeah, there's a property line right there. You can't see it.
Yeah.
So I ended up doing 100 and like something in the range of like 115 flights of stairs and 13,000 steps, which is about 6 miles.
Dang.
So the dogs and I, and so yeah, and then I ended up like staying up late, like playing on the GPS, getting sitting in the coordinates or whatever for everything, getting all the information to them. And so like this morning I'm like, oh right, I gotta wake up and do Kevin's stream.
Oh no, I agreed to do a thing.
No, it's I mean, heck, I slept in 3 hours past my normal time, so you're fine.
When do you normally wake up?
I normally my first alarm normally goes off at 3:30.
Yeah, dang man.
And I have to be out of bed at least at the very latest at 4:30. If I wake up at 4:30, I'm running very late. So I try to shoot for about
Hawkeye, I'm the king of Twitch.
Yeah, that's cool. I noticed that like how it's all colored and stuff. If you actually have Twitch open, it's all like, yeah.
Oh, what's happening on Twitch?
If you actually have it open. Oh yeah, redeemed. Highlight my message for 100 bits. 100 channel points. Hawkeye Man did highlighted his comment saying, "I'm the king of Twitch."
Oh,
I didn't know you can do that now on your channel.
Well, it's automatic. I haven't done anything. It's just built. It's just built into it. There's like some automatic features that have been rolled out to a lot of channels, and I haven't unfortunately really paid attention or put the emphasis in it, the work into it, because I've just been so busy with everything else. So I am sorry I didn't see that properly, Hawkeye, because that would have been like actually highlighted, and it wasn't, because it's just me reading it in StreamYard. But I'm sure it was actually highlighted on Twitch itself.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
you got a purple highlight with white text and a Hinkle.
Oh, nice.
On the end.
Yeah, so the channel does have the built-in default of like channel points that you get for watching, and you can use them to unlock the emotes that you would normally have to sub to get. And I guess there's some other little like basic things you can do, like highlight a message and stuff like that. But yeah. I haven't done anything like special. It's just whatever was rolled onto it by default. This drawing will bring much honor to my house, Wharf 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that Wharf, actually. But I do think we need to shrink him a little bit. Son of Moog, you shall be shrunk. Klingons don't get shrunk. I liked it when that one episode, he's like, Klingons don't laugh. And Guinan's like, Klingons laugh all the time. You don't laugh. It's like, oh, yep. That's about right. All right, let's put color on Wharf. Ghost freaking talking. I've posted something like at 2 or 3 in the morning on Insta, and Kevin hits the like right after. Yeah, well, usually I'm right there. I'm already looking at it, so it's not good. I am not proud by any means. I'm not proud by any means. And I just do like quick little like stints. That's a little too yellow. I'm sitting there. I am actively working. I'm sitting there on my computer. I'm working. I'm doing whatever I'm doing. And I'll just take a pause and open up the phone and I'll hit up, all the socials. I'll do a quick round, look at all the socials, see what's going on in the world. And then I'm out. And then I put the phone back down and go back to whatever I'm working on.
So Hawkeye spent some more channel points and highlighted that you're fine, Hinkle.
Oh,
Rainbow,
nice.
Hinkle, and looks like a star emote.
Very nice. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Get a little bit of shading here. I pushed it. I put them a little too close to Sinestro there, but it's fine. They're not touching, so I'll still be able to like crop it out.
Yeah, so my coworker, knowing that I'm into, this weird Lego hobby, said that his
Oh, you like Lego?
Yeah. His kid is trying to do this build and he's like, "Hey, do you have any blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Well, here, let me check my store." And they're like, No, I don't have that actually. I might have it used, but not that. And I'm like, "Well, how many are you looking for?" And he's like, "Oh, like 30." Like this is like a 1x2 tall, 1x2x5, the tall bricks. And then like the 1x5x5 tall like wall panels.
Oh, yeah.
And like 30 of each. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't have them in my store. So then in that case, I don't have them. I definitely don't have that many in my used bins. Like so basically, I ended up ordering it for him on Bricklink from like Poland, and I got a bunch of stuff for myself too while I was at it. Hey, might as well paying shipping already.
If you're already gonna do it.
Yeah, so he just swung by to pick that up. So I threw his parts or I guess his son's parts into a Ziploc bag for him and threw him out there on the front yard.
On the front yard.
Just like the Halloween candy. Just throw it out on the front yard. He'll grab it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It's right there. I'm looking at you. Oh, you're cold. Now you're getting hotter. There you go.
Yeah. No, I sat on the porch and he came by and picked it up. So, but yeah, apparently his kid's gonna build a house, some kind of big like full size house. Not obviously not like 1-to-1 scale, but I don't know. But like great, yeah, that's cool. Do those mocks, man.
Absolutely.
So
it's really nice when I mean, really anybody of any age, but builds their own thing. Yeah. It's fun to build sets. It's relaxing. You can sit there and whatever you need to do, relax, detach, re-energize by building a set. Kind of mindless little activity, I think. But it's also really nice to flex your own creative muscles and make your own thing.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I'm starting to see the Hinkle light. Like,
are you?
Yeah, a little bit. So I have a bunch of sets. Like I definitely enjoy building a set. If I buy the set, I'll build it.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, unless I'm buying it specifically for parts
that
I want for like a mock or whatever, and I immediately just pull the parts I need out of it.
Yeah.
But a lot of those like random generic sets are just sitting on my shelf and they're just literally collecting dust.
Yeah.
And I'm
Take
like,
that apart.
Okay, yeah. Now I got to figure out how to dust this thing.
Nah, it's not worth it.
Do I even really want to bother keeping it together? Like, yeah. And it's like, okay, and now I got to clean it because it's dusty. Yeah. Like no matter what, even if I take it apart, I got to clean it. So it's like, oh man. So now it's like if I had taken this apart after I built it, knowing that I wasn't going to keep it together, I would have saved myself a step of having to clean it.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because everybody, as I've said, numerous times, everybody enjoys this hobby a different way.
Oh yeah.
Get something different out of it. But yeah, there's all kinds of extremes every which way. Like you look at like Nick, Brick and Nick, he flat out does not build Lego sets unless it's like a Lego set for review that he got or whatever. But like he does not build them.
Huh.
So he only buys them for parts. And like I said, he does make exceptions if he gets like a review copy of a product or whatever, but otherwise he doesn't have any interest in building Lego sets, period. And I'm always like, wow, that's interesting. Like that's different extreme. But yeah, it's just like, what else? It's just going to sit there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with displaying sets if that's what you want to do, but it's just like, it's just going to sit there.
Well, and I've heard a lot of people say they like to follow, like they like to build the set to learn new techniques or whatever. And the funny thing is, I honestly don't learn new techniques that way because I read the instructions so mindlessly and just like put this part here, put this part there, and I don't really pay attention to what I'm doing. And I realize like they're like, oh yeah, that was such a cool technique in that set. Or like I'll go to take something apart, and that's when I'm actually paying attention. I'll go to take it apart. I'm like, oh, that was a cool idea. Like I don't remember building that at all.
Well, I would say I am in the camp when I'm building it that I'm like, oh, that's a really interesting way they put that together and stuff.
Yeah,
but
I just realize that I don't know. Like I'm.
You're not quite there.
I'm like, it's like a meditation. I'm just sitting there like just building and not.
Yeah, sure.
Thinking about what I'm doing.
That's fine.
But yeah, Jeff says he prefers mock building, and yeah, that's when I start thinking about techniques is when I'm mock building, or like I said, when I'm taking a set apart, because now I'm actually paying attention to things a little bit more, and I'm like, oh, hey, look, they did this weird thing here, and that's a weird spot for that part to be.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
For sure. Put a little bit there. Okay, I think Wharf is done probably. Okay. Yes. All right. Let me get.
So I think you are up to date on your private chat.
Okay. Let me look through all this stuff in here. Maybe see if I can find something a little.
Zoom says mock for life.
Yeah. For life. You got to spell life L-Y-F-E. It makes you marketing trend setting. Life. Let's see what do we got. Family Bricks is in the house. I was just talking about you, Matt. You'll have to go back and hear what I said about you, though. All right, let's see.
I'm sure it's something horrible.
Glory to your house. Worf is creeping on Sinestro. Yeah, I pushed him a little too close, but
Matt, I'm sorry. I said to you that I was gonna turn the bell on and watch one of your Doodle streams, and I did that. I turned the bell on. I think I've maybe caught a minute.
You didn't watch
a minute of one of them, but I have not had a chance to actually watch any of them.
That's all right. It's
but it does notify me. So one of these days when I actually like notifies me and I'm like, oh hey, I got time. I'm a terrible fan.
I don't think I want to embark on a transformer. That's a lot of work. I've drawn some transformers before. They're like, there's a lot of moving parts, pun intended, for those things.
Well, so Larry said Bumblebee or Iron Man from a certain one, because I guess there was a yellow Iron Man at some point.
Well, I mean, he's got yellow and red in his armor. Sponge. How about the Spongy Boy? Yeah, Joey. We had SpongeBob too. Let's see. What do we got? I think I kind of want a somewhat easier one to end on. Banana Man. What's Banana Man? Is that like a thing, or is it just like make up a banana guy, or is there a character called Banana Man? Is this like the bananas in pajamas? Oh, Banana Man is a real guy. I don't know what it's from. That's a really interesting hero.
Banana
Man.
Yep. TV so Family Brick says this Saturday, 8 p.m. London. 3 p.m. London.
Yeah. Same era as He-Man. Minifig. Head. Wolverine. All right. I think I gotta prioritize my family members.
There you go.
But I think I'm just gonna do the like I think I'm just going to do the mask or the face because we only got like 15 more minutes and I don't want to push it. Let's see. Wolverine. Yeah. Yeah. I like the one with yellow and brown. That's like my color scheme. Thanks for a Doodle Stream play. Yeah, no problem. I want people to know that there's another option if they want more of this type of content.
Or if they're just tired of Kevin.
Or if you're just tired of me. I mean, that's fine too. Sometimes it's nice to change things up a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, there are some options. And I wanted to make sure people knew that Matt has kicked up his, and it's seems to be a regular occurrence at this point. I think it's established itself. So it's up for, recommendation. People know where to go, when it's going to be, consistency and all that. Brian's been sick of me for a long time. I mean, really. It's kind of amazing he's still here.
He keeps coming back.
He's just a glutton for punishment. You know what? He should probably have a cigar, shouldn't he?
And it's funny because right after Brian says that, Rick says, no one gets tired of Kevin.
I'm tired of Kevin. Nobody gets tired of Kevin. Let's see. Yep, missed my brick building stream today, but won't miss the Doodle stream. Yeah. I'm glad you made it to some of them though, Matt. That was nice having you on. Especially because it's so late for you. So I appreciate that. I have no expectations of people staying up super late just to pop into a stream of mine.
You know your dog has bad farts when you can smell it downstairs. And they are upstairs.
That's bad.
Yeah. Like
that's bad.
Like I know that they're locked upstairs. I think they are, at least. Maybe they snuck in.
They're hiding behind you.
Yeah.
You're like, that's why.
Yeah. But it's like there's nobody else down here. You know, I'm not going to blame it on myself because I know it wasn't me.
I mean, you can't do that. Not on air, at least.
You're right. I'm like, man, I can and just barely too, like just the hint of it, thankfully. But like, wow, you guys stink. Go outside.
This is the content you guys are really here for.
Oh yeah. Listen to Ken talk about his dog farts.
Let's see. Let's see. Kevin, will you be doing a 72-hour winter stream? No, I'll be sitting out this time. I will not be participating. But I mean, of course, the format though goes over the 3-day weekend because that's just how that's how it is. So I will still be streaming. I will be doing my drawing stream Friday morning, but it won't officially be a part of the lineup. But I would not be offended by any means if people wanted to head over to whoever is streaming at that.
So you're saying I could take this prime time slot?
You should,
and they can all come hang out with me instead of you.
You should, and then you should draw.
Draw. Have you seen my drawing? You haven't, because they're terrible.
Just to make a point, though.
Right.
Just to make a point. All right. Why am I not doing these whatever you want to call it, like head fins? They're not looking right for some reason. Let's see. Hawkeye, little did I know that The grumpy old troll lives in the cartoon that gives Kevin nightmares. Dora is a horror show. Oh yeah, okay.
What?
Now I know what you're talking about. That like yellow guy. He's got like, it's like long hair, I think, right? Or he's like kind of like a caveman-ish kind of. I mean, he's a troll, but he looks like. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wait, is this the same? I googled one of them earlier. Something about a troll on a bridge.
Yeah, from Dora the Explorer. And actually, if you haven't seen it, or if you had reservations about seeing it, the Dora the Explorer movie that was released, I think, last year, Nickelodeon one, was really good. It was actually a really entertaining movie. I think they did a wonderful job adapting Dora, which I used to watch with both my kids at different times of their lives. But they did a really, really good job adapting that for the film. It was really, really good.
So wait, the troll gives you nightmares?
No, it doesn't. I know
it makes me think of like the the what's that? The Lorax? The Lorax.
Oh yeah, that's a good yeah. Lorax, I can see that. For sure. For sure. When did you see it? I saw it when it was in theaters. I don't remember when that was, but we went and saw it. CC, the Dora movie was fantastic. It was fantastic. Andres says yes. Wait, where did that go? I thought he just said something. Oh, Hawkeye. It was an amazing movie. I thought Andres said that. Did I imagine? I imagine he made a comment. I think it's because I was looking at the sun, maybe, and his name popped into my head.
Yep, you did the same thing I did earlier.
I Ken. I said a totally random name for somebody else's comment. That was weird. It's really odd.
See? It is weird.
I made no mention of that, Ken.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm sorry.
Don't put words in my mouth.
I said nothing of the sort. Howie, Ken does a live react to the Doodle stream. Ooh, in real time. Oh, that's it. There we go. You can sign up, and people will just watch.
What is he drawing now?
They'll watch you. Watch me.
I have to put like a Post-it note over the bottom of the screen so I can't see when you pin the
so you can guess.
Pin the request. Yeah, and I can just be like, what is that thing?
Oh my goodness, funny.
Yeah, and people can try to see me guess all these crazy cultural references that I have no idea.
Yeah.
Although I did see your yeah.
Oh, good.
I was gonna say I did see your thing about the Patreon only stream where you don't pin comments and you just draw with Patreons, and people that are watching live are like, "Huh, what is he drawing? What is this?" I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I did that last year. So my plan is that will also be in November. So November is kind of I kind of bundle it all together. Like that's when I celebrate the anniversary of using it. Like that's my Patreon anniversary. It's like, oh, this is when we started this. That's also when I do the Patreon exclusive stream. So I'm kind of like just bundling it all together. And so the plan is that will be in November, probably early November. So like first Friday, maybe the second Friday, depending on what's going on. And I will ask all my patrons ahead of time. I'll give them plenty of time to give me what they would like to have drawn ahead of time. So there's no requirement for them to be here. But then I think I'm going to go 5 hours for that stream. I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do that.
You have a lot of patrons now, so
I do. I have a lot, and there's no way, no matter what I do, there's no way I'm going to be able to draw even just one thing for everybody, even if I go really quick. Because, I mean, I think I go decently quick on these, and, I mean, you see how many things I draw. I don't draw 60 things. So it's like, I am gonna boost up the time, because I think it does merit that, and I think it's these. I think you guys are worth it. So that one will be a 5-hour stream. Try to get as many as I can, but it won't be all of them. So I'm thinking I'm going to get everybody's suggestions, and then I'll maybe print them all out or something for myself, and I will draw them in real time, like randomly, and then that's how we'll go about it. I guess I don't know. I'm still kind of planning it out. Doc, if I may ask, can you say which artist you are using for reference? I just pulled up this photo. It's actually, I don't even have one photo. It's just like the Google page of like 6 photos up at one time. So I kind of like used some reference and then also kind of just made it up. A little of everything.
Yeah, 5 hours. I mean, Margarita is surprised. I mean, it's surprising how, like, we've done 3 now, and time just flies by, and it's like, I mean, yeah, when you finally get up to stretch, it's like, oh yeah, I've been sitting down for 5 hours, but it's surprising how quickly it goes by.
It really flies. Like, even, I was talking earlier, about Brickworld and doing the 6-hour stream where I was drawing for people. And, like I said, don't get me wrong, it beat me up. I was absolutely exhausted when we were done. And I really didn't do anything else for the rest of the day. I was just so beat. But the 6 hours flew by.
Sure.
Because like that was 6 hours. Like that was my day. I was like, what? What day? What? You, boy, what day is it?
Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy how fast things just flew by. But yeah, that's the plan. Let's see. I'm gonna go back in and add the white for the eyes in a moment. Fix it up a little bit. This actually worked out pretty good. It's 12:56, so we'll be wrapping up like right on time. Look at that.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So yeah, it's Doc. It wasn't pure freeform, but there's definitely a degree of it in this one. I was just I just let the Google stay up with all the reference images on the page. I don't think any of these, actually none of these reference photos have him smoking. So I added it on there, I guess. I always think of him smoking. I feel like he's always smoking. Is that just my imagination? I don't know. Or is it like, I guess Logan is always smoking, maybe.
Yeah.
Like Wolverine, not necessarily, but when he's like masquerading in his normal form. Why, it's Christmas Day, sir. You, boy, what day is it? Take these silver pence and buy the biggest goose you can in the shop. All right. I want you to go straight down to the corner. Get the largest cooked goose with all the dressings. Looks like Bruce Timm style Wolverine. Yeah, okay, I'll take the compliment. I'll take it. Bruce Timm's amazing, so I'll take it. That one, I guess. He smokes in costume in the con. Okay, in the con. At least it happens somewhere, and not just in my imagination. Let's see. This might be too. Yeah, it's not that bad. Let's see here. What else do I want to do to this? He's got to say, bub. Listen here, bub. Yeah, he does do that, doesn't he? I remember that from the. I used to watch the cartoon, the one that everybody watched in the 90s.
Larry says he's back. Had to do some stupid work stuff, which probably involves talking to one of the telemarketers that calls him all day.
Let me add.
You know, now that you zoom out, there's an awful lot of yellow in this drawing.
You know,
In this
right?
doodle.
Right?
Just like mix it up and throw another color in there.
Let's add. Actually, I want it to be underneath that layer. I'm going to try to add like a 5 o'clock shadow. Oops. I definitely drew this on the wrong layer again, because otherwise it would not have been. I would not be drawing over my pen right now, my lines.
Right.
So that means I did it on the color layer. I did. That's fine. Try that. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Take the lipstick off. Was it too pink? I was thinking it might be too pink. I couldn't tell. Let me try to find a different shade. I need like a light, maybe like a light, maybe like that. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. He's the best at what he does, but what he does isn't very nice. Yeah. Where did I draw that? Color layer? Oh, did I? Ooh, that was a really bad thing to do. Add the colors onto the line layer on the sand.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't matter now, but it's just like that's like a grave offense to do that. That's like no. Yeah, let's see if I can. Yeah, maybe this one. Yeah, Larry knows. We got to fix this. I might just call it after this one.
I think after Deadpool, Larry's second favorite character is probably Wolverine. Just a guess. Yeah. I don't know. Larry, you'll have to tell me if I'm right.
And I'll go back.
Don't make me draw this for you.
Be cool. I'm game. I'm game. Stud Cities, pick a pack of pickled peppers. What's up, Cities? All right, so I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. Let me get this out of the way because we are donezo. Jeff is gravely offended. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Nice. Oh, yep. So Larry says I made an accurate observation about that. Looks like he did good about him. His two favorite comic book characters, number one being Deadpool and number two being Wolverine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it looks like he did good about filling up the canvas.
Yeah, for sure. Let me move this out of the way, and I will give you guys a personal tour of everything we drew together today. All right. So today's theme was yellow. That's why there's so much yellow on here. Ray, patron special. Kevin requests his patrons to draw stuff for a few hours. So we got SpongeBob up here. He was saying happy birthday because it was Puff's birthday today. Jigglepuff. So happy birthday, Jigglepuff. I think it's today. So happy birthday. We got Pluto, the dog, Disney. And I thought it was going to be the planet / moon. I was incorrect. it's the character. There's Big Bird from Sesame Street. And we got Wario. This one was totally out of memory. I didn't reference anything for the Wario. Jeff, as your stream ends, Kevin, I enter Texas. You are the herald of my room. Oh, that's right. You were on a road trip because you're doing the stream from like a hotel room or whatever tonight. That's right. Forgot about that. We've got a naked minifigure. I put a little fig leaf. It's very yellow. Let's see. Oh, get out of here. Pop-ups. All right. We got Pikachu. Pikachu's just kind of like looking at the what did we learn? Paddling? The paddling of ducks.
Oh, yeah.
We learned, right? Yeah.
Paddling, yeah.
So there's it's a mama duck with some baby ducks. And we got the baby son from Teletubbies. Look at this. Look at it. Look at him.
Baby Buddha.
Time for Teletubbies to wake up. Have fun, I guess. We got Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. And here's a banana that's angry. So that was kind of two peeled and angry banana. Down here we've got Spring Bonnie, which is a video game character. A little cupcake. And then, here's Sinestro, Green Lantern. Used to be a Green Lantern, now Yellow Lantern, I should say. But from the Green Lantern universe. And we got Worf from Star Trek. And we finished up with Wolverine, little a bust, face, head, a little top of the shoulders there. So there's Wolverine. Oh, I did forget to write Bub. Bub. It would have been better with the actual pen, not my mouse. But but there it is. This is the whole canvas right there. That's everything we drew together. These are your ideas, your suggestion, and our discussion from the chat realized in real time on the canvas. I want to thank all of you guys for being here as always and participating in the stream. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time. Thank you to Ken for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
And collecting all the suggestions as a pro, like usual. As I mentioned before, the time lapse for this, if you'd like to just get the quick 5-minute digest, will go up at noon on Monday. So Monday at noon, you'll get the chance to check out the time lapse from today. Other than that, I will see you guys again next Friday for the next Doodle stream. I don't know what the theme is yet. And if you were following me on social media and you are interested in picking up any of the new Super Mario related stickers, those will be up on Etsy at some point this weekend. Hopefully as early as I can get to it. But it may be one of those it's done by midnight Sunday kind of deals. But I'm going to try to do it as quickly as I can. But all that stuff will go up. Thank you guys. Appreciate everything. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.